though, man. Like,
yeah, true. What's up, Alonzo? Salute, brother.
What up, yeah, so the thing what it was
excuses. If you're pulling up, this is an all cam live today. You got to cam up, baby. No brother. No brother. There we go. Look at the red hat. Let's go. Ooh, your brothers is really choosing it today. Oh, snap. Let's talk about it.
Are you en route, sir? Yeah, I'm at the airport right now. Okay.
Where you going? Where you headed to?
He's coming to the Great H. I'm heading to B's house.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set it off like this. I know I sent it to y'all in the chat, so I'm just gonna say what I got. So the thing is this: just because I'm your first option does not mean that you are mine. We're gonna start it just like that. Just because
There's some good coffee here.
It's gonna be good. Listen, I told y'all it's not about violence, but do the math. Just because I am your first option.
Because I'm your type, don't mean you my type.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
That's real good coffee.
Let's talk. No, for real. Let's talk about that because we have this problem right now. We need to set the record straight. We need to set the record straight. First of all, we have to ask this: what makes me your type? Because you're only looking at me from the surface level. You don't know me to say that I'm your type. And that's the problem that we have right now. We sit around and be like, oh, this is my type. This is the type of woman I want. Just because she looks like the type, does that mean she's the type? Just because I'm the type of man or the body shape or the physique or the look that you like makes me your type? I'll wait. Come on, fellas. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean, it's funny because I was just having a discussion with a brilliant woman yesterday about what the difference is between being attracted to something and understanding that something's attractive, right? An attraction is a biological response, right? Now, I use the example of a Lamborghini. And I said, because of that, I start to understand the lack thereof in certain instances, right? So, for example, I've never had a Lamborghini. Have I ridden in them? Hell yeah. I love Lamborghini because I love the history of it. And I was invited to a brother's house who was from the Middle East. And we get there, he's got like 15 Ferraris on one side. And I'm like, oh, you got the F28. Woo-woo. He's like, mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, corner. And I'm like, oh, shoot, you got like 15 more Lamborghinis. I'm excited. I'm over the top, right? And he's like, it's just a machine. And I said,
someone is at the front door.
And he says, you understand? I said, yeah, it is. It's just a machine. And so what it was it was my attraction to it because of the history between the two. Right? I'm overwhelmed. I'm excited. It's nothing to him because he's been in that mist. He's been in that thing. Right? And for someone to be around one of you fellas, they never had that kind of interaction. So their senses are heightened. Yeah. It's like that dude, that's got his first fine girlfriend. Or that dude that's got his first pistol. Or that dude that's finally able to get to the VIP for the first time. It's like you stand out like a sore thumb. And I was telling her, I said, it reminded me of the situation of, I've been in etiquette class and I can recall, I know what a salad fork is, but sometimes I forget. So when you go to certain meals, formal meals, they bring all the food out at the same time. But I know this much, the person to the right, the person to the left of me, are going to grab their salad fork, and I'm going over there and mimic what they do. But however, I get to blend in instead of doing something I ain't supposed to do and reach for something, grab something. But to the point of just because you're attracted to me, don't make this a thing because we're in close proximity. You think you have access You don't.
No. And the thing is, just because you chose me, and you think that I'm everything that you want me to be, because I may not be everything that you want, I may not be your all in all. And then you want to get upset the fact that you made these decisions. Ladies, I'm sorry, this is an all men's platform this morning. If y'all want to have any comments, you can comment in you can say what you want to say in the comments. Today is all men. There are no women up on the platform.
People, but I tell you this much. Y'all make some attractive thumbnails to tell you that much. Keep up the good work. You won't be getting up today.
No,
Gotcha, bitch.
This is so funny.
Yeah, brother.
I know you're not Angelina Jolie, bro. You're not tricking anybody.
No, it's almost to the point now where you got to look at it like this. Just because I may find you attractive does not mean that you're the type of woman I want. And the thing is, what's that, Hill? A man could tell a woman, you know what, you're an attractive woman. But then guess what? She'll take that to a whole nother level. Oh, I think he likes me. No, just because I find you attractive does not mean that I like you. That doesn't mean you're the one for me. That doesn't mean that you're my option. You're just someone good to look at for that moment. But you can't get mad at me, and then because you find me attractive, not all of a sudden I am your guy, and then you're pursuing me and only me. That's on you. You can't get mad at me. And then when I tell you, like, listen, you're not the type of woman I date, so then what's your type? Obviously, it's not you. And the sad part is, why do I have to explain my type to a woman that I'm not even attracted to because I told you that you're not my type? So now you want to figure out what my type is so you can try to become that? No.
And you can't. It's virtually impossible. You're not going to be able to do it.
But see, that's the thing. She said, look, my dessert, you're right. Some women can't handle rejection. All right, brother. Safe travels, my brother. I'm gonna be honest.
Because we don't know who's on there. We don't know who the pilot is playing.
Captain America. You be all right.
I mean, if you can read his name in English, you good.
Hello, everyone. I want to let you know I am a pilot. This is my first day. Please, thank you. Make sure you put your seatbelt on.
No, for real. They say that.
I am the captain now. I am the captain now.
The thing that's
as long as his last name not Boom.
no, but one of the sisters made a valid point though. And you said it earlier, D. You said it earlier. You said women can't handle they don't know the rejection because they have never been rejected before like that.
Oh no, they've been rejected.
They've been rejected. The difference is, here's the thing. They've been rejected by somebody that they were okay with, but not really eyeing like that. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? It's water on the duck's back. But when you get in proximity of that thing you really, really, really want, where you about to go dumb, hold on, you malfunctioning now? What's going on? When she get to that stage and then she get rejected,
But once again, whose fault is that?
Not yours.
But apparently, last I checked, is because why you don't want me. It's so many questions of why this, why that, why you don't want me, why you don't find me attractive. What is it about me that you don't find attractive? It's multiple things. Number one, it's that question right there. The moment you ask, why you don't find me attractive? Because you just asked me that simple question right there. That's the reason why I don't find you attractive. Because why do I have to validate the reason why?
You know, cold part too, bro. Sometimes it's nothing to do with attraction. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. I can't tell you how many gorgeous women that I have shaken their hand and told them, like, you're gonna be really great one day. It didn't mean I wasn't attracted to them. It was just based on the simple principle that you don't fit the bill of purpose.
But they want to fit the bill. That's the problem. They want to maneuver themselves and try to put themselves in a position for you. But it's like you're not the one for me. You're not my person. And the thing is, and that part too, I think we need to stop saying that this is my person, because we don't even know who our person truly is. We'll be like, that's not my person. Listen, There's a lot of people that we claimed that was our person, but they're not with us no more. So guess what? What's up, big homie? At the end of the day, my thing is this. Stop saying that this is your person every time you meet someone that this is your person. I know a lot of us men, we rarely say that. We rarely say, "Yo, this is my person." But we hear a lot of women say that. And sometimes, ladies, we're just not your person. You want us to be. Yeah, it's like they come up with this fairy tale ideal, man. And they look at us and they try to make us fit that narrative that we are that ideal man. No, I'm not that ideal man. I am me. And then you want to get upset at the fact that, because I'm not looking at you the way that you're looking at me. You can't get upset about that. We're looking through two different lenses. I'm looking through a man's lens, you're looking through your lens, but you can't get upset at me because you're looking at me one way and I'm looking at you a whole nother way.
Man, stop saying my partner.
Yes.
I'm getting really confused when y'all say my partner. Please stop that.
My partner.
Oh, hold on. Answer that. So you see, Rain got a question.
I will say this. I'm actually. And when you say like in what context? And context is always important, y'all.
Correct.
Context is always important. When are you hearing men say that's my partner?
When I hear
me and my partner, like, hey, yeah, me and my partner, like that, or for me, I know I typically say I'm not looking for someone that I want to take care of. I'm not looking for someone I want to take care of me. I'm looking for a partner.
Right. Now.
So let me ask you. So here's the question.
Like when a man walks into the room and say, "Yeah," you talk like, "Yeah, me and my lady, we went and had steak last night at this restaurant." We're like, "Oh yeah, me and my partner been there too." And you like, "Oh, I didn't know."
So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this question real quick, because so I want to answer some of the questions in the comments as well. So ladies, if you got questions, you can put them in. So Rain Love said, so if they are attractive but not your type, riddle me that one. So if you find a woman attractive but she's not your type, riddle me that.
Do you wait? So Rain, but do you find some men attractive and like nowadays, like they cute, but that's not what you want? The same thing.
Good answer. That's exactly what it is. I can find a woman a cute, but that she's pretty, but she's just not my type. She could be as cute as she want to be, but she's just not the type. And it's okay to find somebody attractive and not be your type.
I tell you like this. So let's put it in material things, like where people can understand a little bit more. A Bugatti was a sexy car, but I still prefer a Lamborghini, right? Still, Bugatti is sexy. If you give it to me, I'm like, but I'm not gonna go out my way for it, right? But a Lambo, oh, good God. And the Bugatti is actually priced higher than the Lambo. So just to put it in an items aspect to where it can be simplified and understood. Because I think what that happens is, I think that people equate beautiful is a universal, everyone's type.
Okay. And I've had this conversation many times. Listen, what's beautiful to you may not be beautiful to me. What I consider to be beautiful, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a 10. I'm not looking for a 10 for everybody's 10.
Right.
I'm looking for my 10, and that 10 does not just equate with looks. Looks is a starting point. I'll look at somebody like, yes, I want to get to know that person. I want to get to know her a little better. And then as I start to peel back certain things, it's like she's adding value to those looks by having conversation with me. Like,
so
this is nothing. This is the thing. Is like, you got to add value to the conversation. Your looks are what attracted me to basically say, yeah, I want to learn more about you. Right. And that's the difference. It's like, I want to learn more about you at this time. Now, if I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to talk. I'll still have that conversation with you if you're not attractive, but I just don't feel as though it's going to go any further. Like, I can be interested in you in the conversation, but not interested in you as like the person for me.
That's
Wolf.
right.
Yes.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
So
wolf.
so listen, so Roxy Blue asked this question. She said, if they're, I guess it's a question or a statement, if they're not your type, you won't find them attractive.
No,
No.
you're trapped.
This is why are y'all? First of all, why y'all acting confused right now? I don't know what the hell is wrong with y'all right now. Why are you acting confused? You act as though you never dated a man that you said, well, I take it back. So some women, I think, when they date a man, they'll be like, okay, they want somebody they can like that will grow on them. Is that what y'all looking for? Someone that you just say, you know, I just start talking. Is he handsome? Because I want to know how you describe that man to your friends.
Okay, you
How
want to
you
come up?
describe that man to your
Hold up.
friends?
The wife want to come up. She's the only woman that actually gets allowed to come up today.
Only one that can come up. Right?
Only one that come up. All right, come on, mama. You got a request. You want to come up? She want to explain.
Don't y'all give my sister.
No, she. You want to come up, babe? Come on up. You got the floor. You know you. Oh, here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, as a quick intermission, we got 154 beautiful people. We only at 19K likes. Come on, y'all. At least let's get to 50K within the next 10, 15, 20 minutes. My goal is 100K likes today. So all I'm trying to get to is 100K.
I thought you shared.
I'm taking my daughter to get nails done. So we gonna about to do that. So I'm here. Right on. Hey, what's up, Ray? How they do, ma'am?
So, how you doing?
I was about to say, don't you step over that hello.
I love the red hats. I love it. But what I was saying, because I think I couldn't type fast enough. So what I was saying, okay, we all know our visual is our first, right? So you see the woman, okay, she's attractive, right? Mm-hmm. So then I'm going beyond that. You got to see them first. Okay, so now you've seen them and then you engage, you start talking. What I'm saying is, how do you know she's not the right one? Because what if the woman in conversation meets your expectations? So how do you know she's not the woman for you when everything is okay? That's what I'm saying. How do you decipher?
Because a lot of men don't come with expectations.
I'm not okay. So
I'm just saying,
you have some expectations.
No,
everybody has expectations. No, yes, you do.
Women have more. No, we don't have expectations. Go ahead. Come on.
You do.
Come on, gentlemen.
You didn't expect me to be busted when I started conversing with.
But here's the thing, right? No.
First.
Here's the thing.
Who brought it up first?
Huh? Yeah. So
I'm sorry. I apologize.
So here's the thing. It wasn't an expectation. What was the first thing you told me? You said what to me? Because you said it first, right? You said if you don't look, what if you a bit?
And you repeated, if you be the same way, you said you ain't opening doors. So you had an expectation.
No, I'm just matching your. I was just matching your energy. I was matching your energy.
No, you shouldn't have said nothing back. If that's what I said, you didn't have to say nothing back.
But it wasn't an expectation. I just told you what I wanted. The difference. Wanting and expectation is two different things.
God. And that's an expectation is one. Don't start with me. Don't play with me this morning.
Anyway.
No.
Anyway.
Well, let's. So
I'm back to the guys. I'm asking them.
Okay.
So the woman is already, you met, you saw them, you liked them, the visual. Then you conversate with them, right? And then they have good conversation. How do you know that they wouldn't be your person? And stop that I thing. How do you know that they wouldn't be your person? I'm just trying to understand. What would be your boxes that aren't checked? I don't want to say boxes because I hate that, but I'm just saying.
Sister Rain.
Yes.
You know I love you, right?
Make your point.
You know pimps and politicians have good conversation too.
Well, okay. So maybe I don't know how to put it to you outside of saying conversation, but I'm saying what would be your deal breaker? That's what I'm saying. I guess your deal breaker. If I'm a good woman and I'm a Christian woman, I'm just saying, I'll go with Christian. I'm a Christian woman and I have good morals and I have a great family perspective, right? Mm-hmm. What would be you saying you're not the one for me?
There's just going to be some
I'm just saying
so for me, I'm gonna speak for me. the things that I would say that would eliminate people is one, how they treat others, how they converse, how they act in public, right? How adaptable they are in different environments, right? So, and these are all things that require us to do exercises, right? To be in different spaces. So yeah, because and then also this thing, I have to fit their requirements, right? Because it's always going to be a back and forth understanding of what I'm looking for and what you're looking for. They have to align at some point. At some point, if they don't, then there's a space of compromise.
Okay.
A lot of people don't want to compromise, right? Everybody's feeling as though they're deserving of somebody to come in and provide all the things because they feel it's time. It's time for me to have all these things because I've been through so much, and this person should be the person that be giving me all the things that I have, and I'm deserving of those things. That may to you, but there's also a requirement of what are you giving to the other person. So he or she may fit requirements for you, but do you fit the requirements for him?
So
right. So go ahead.
No, I said so. In essence, what I'm hearing from that is that maybe I'm just ready and you're not. Is that kind of it?
What was said, ma'am. That is not what was said. That was no. Again, maybe I'm your type, but you're not my type. That's what I just said. That's what I just said. I fit your requirements. You don't fit my requirements, and that should be okay. But what ends up happening is because you don't fit my requirements. You want me to dumb down my requirements because of I fit your requirements. So then it becomes of, oh well, you're stuck up. Oh well, you want too much. Oh well, you this. Oh well, it's like now something's wrong with me because I have my requirements and I have my boundaries and I have my expectations or again the things that I say that I want and what I'm looking for, and then you want me to minimize them to fit into your box. I'm a square peg, you're a round hole. You want me to fit with you, and that's not fair. So it should be a joint thing. Now again, that's where we have compromise. But if you don't fit the initial requirements, why would I even look at the secondary requirements?
So maybe okay. So I'm gonna say this right. I thought we started off with everything was meeting everything. All the requirements were there. The conversation was there. The way you thought and the way I thought was there. So only thing I was saying is everything's in line. It's just that maybe you're not in line for.
No, if everything's in line, then we're in alignment. And everything's good.
That's where I was going. Okay.
Yeah. So but our conversation is just that. It's like I'm in alignment with you, but you're not in alignment with me. Right. And now because you're not in alignment with me, you make it deem something's wrong with me.
Haven't we all?
That's the conversation. That's the conversation.
That ultra talented cousin or sibling that could do this one particular sport or this one particular thing just so well. Like they just skyrocketed, right? But then all of a sudden, they don't see it through. And you're like, man, you were so great for it. Why did you continue doing that thing? This wasn't me. And I think that's what people have to come to grips with. Just because of something being an ultra dynamic doesn't mean that it is. Right? That's that thing. We're putting it all across the board. Because you were good over here, you would be great with me. No. It's not a one size fit all. It's just not.
See, and what ends up happening in most of the cases is that you'll have so let's say for instance, we have a great date. right? Everything goes well. Great week. The great week is like, okay, great. Now you're thinking yourself like, yep, he's the one. I'm processing like, I still got to see if see other things. I got to see more, right? And then you jump to instantly like you're ready to take me off the market, and I'm like, whoa, I'm not ready for that right now. Doesn't mean I'm not ready. Doesn't mean that's not what I want. But you're not going to rush me to a situation that I feel as though I'm being backed into. And sometimes there are those times, and I guarantee you there are men in the chat that will say this. When a woman likes you so much, and you're still trying to figure it out when it comes to her, not figure out what it is that you want, figure out if she is the one, she will put a full court press on you and then make you, if you don't choose immediately, she will make you wrong. But yet, if you do the opposite, oh, he's moving too fast. Oh, this, that. Like for real, like for women, it has to be just right. If it's 3 days, it's too early. If it's 6 months, it's too fast. It's too long. Mm-hmm. It's got to be right in the middle. It's got to be right in the middle. Like, okay, but where is that happy medium? Who's like, and who determines that?
She does. That's the problem.
No, she doesn't.
But I'm saying, but
that's what he does.
Right. But what I'm saying is, in her mind, she created that happy medium. Like you said, sometimes it could be, oh, it's too soon, or it's too. But see, for us, we're simple. A man is simple. We are, once we know, we know. Now we got to sit back and wait on you to be like, okay, baby, look, I already know what I want. And then when we tell you what we want, y'all still don't get it. Oh, it's not the right time. I'm not ready yet. Well, so what are you waiting for? So because to me, when I hear that you're not ready, which means you're trying to weigh your options. Bottom line, if we've been together for 3 months, you already know, listen, we've been together for 3 months. What we doing? What we doing now? Because obviously I done already made up my mind that I done spent 3 months of my life with you, which means there's something I see in you. But if you don't see it, then guess what? You don't qualify. Because at the same time, if I'm sitting there telling you what we doing and you like, well, you know, if you start with the you don't know, then guess what? That means you are trying to weigh your options with someone else. And that's what's going to my head.
So question, Velvet. Now, what that pertains to, though, you two being in the general vicinity of each other and in each other's space multiple times, correct?
Correct.
That's dates, that's hanging out, that's you like, again, you've been in my presence. I've been in your presence. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me, understandable.
Right.
But in this day and age, when you have like, you have technology, you have people dating on apps, you have all these other things, right? You have communication. I don't think 3 months is going to tell you a whole lot from, communicating majority of the time via text message or over the phone, FaceTimes, etc. To sit here and say, because there's still that level of community that we're communicating, we're communicating, that's great.
Right. And
we're getting to know each other because you do have that distance in between. But you still have not been in my presence, and I have not been in your presence. There is still a thing that we call energy, and that there's an essence of a woman, there's an essence of a man that you have to be in like direct contact with to see if that is something that you are willing to be a part of for a period of time.
Correct. So let's do this real quick, babe. You got any more questions? You got anyone to ask Rain?
No, because I was gonna go there, but I'm not. You can drop me down.
All right, good. Love you. Got to pack you up.
Bye, Rain.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, real quick. We got almost close to 200 people here. Can we get these shares up? Because there's only been 11 shares out of 100 and some 80 some people. So go ahead and hit the crooked bottom arrow to the right. Hit repost. Hit it again and hit add to story. That'll be it. You don't have to go find 50 your closest friend and kin. Just hit repost and add the story. That'll double us up real quick. There's enough people here to get those shares well over 100.
Say it again. How I do that, sir? How I do that again?
You see that little crooked arrow down there, like a little crooked banana. We don't have that.
Crooked arrow. Okay, repost.
Repost.
Well, Self-Made asked a question, said, who's texting and FaceTime for 3 months before meeting up? Let me tell you something. If you live in a certain type of state and you want a dating app, and you live on one side of the world and that person lives on the other, yeah, you're gonna do it for a while until you get to know that person. Of course you can. Or you can't. IPR. Just bless it to you. You're going to do it. I don't know why people be acting like it ain't gonna never happen. If she lives in another part of the world and you met her on a dating app and you in Japan, she's in Japan, you in America. you're going to want to have these conversations semi-FaceTime. Unless you're just going to meet her one day and I'm just going to fly out there because I need to see you in person. Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna meet Mordecai. If he
Exactly. For real. Like,
it's a little thirsty. Like, see, you listen, the more local, the better. You want to talk to the girl next door. Stop trying to talk to a girl that live out east your blit. Stop looking for something that's going to take you all this work. I don't really like my lady no further than 20 minutes from me.
Okay.
That's a little too much. Listen, when I was a young boy, you know my ex-girlfriend lived up the street. Literally, I can count the houses. I'm seeing maybe 8 houses on the other side of the block up the street. And the reason why I say that because it's too much communication sometimes. Sometimes you're communicating too much. Like, I got a rule. I don't take personal calls before 12 and 1 o'clock. You want to know why? Because the first thing people do in the morning is complain. Let me tell you, especially a woman, let me tell you, I had to tell so-and-so off yesterday. And my boss said, I don't want to hear it. I'm trying to make some money. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing but where the cash at. All before 1. I said, but you don't love it. Listen, you can play whatever little mind game you want to play. But when I worked a job, when I had my career going on, I couldn't talk anywhere. I had meetings and stuff like that. So now I work for myself. You want to call and play gossip. Call your girlfriend for the gossip. Call me to tell me what's for dinner. That's what I want to hear.
he said what
And
he said.
also, to the other thing is when it boiled down to, taking all this time, I mean, people forget, especially the men. You got to strike when the iron is hot. I don't know if people know that, like when they make a sword. You know what I mean? The way to form a sword, you got to strike when the iron is hot. So I let the women do all that thinking. It ain't hard to keep a girl. All you got to do is get a 3 chicken wings fried hard, okay? Some fries with salt, pepper, and ketchup, and an ice cold Pepsi. And you in
She
there.
better get a salad. She better get a salad.
Here's the thing, though, Jim. Here's the
Or
thing.
seafood boil every second Friday.
We're not trying to discuss how to keep her. It's the discussion of she's attracted to you. You find her attractive, but you're not attracted.
Well, what you talking to her for?
But we not.
You're not.
That's the whole point.
Say, but how you get
She
that far?
because she put you in that, Cherry.
This is it, right? So this is the thing. It's not about it's you. Like, look, you like her, like she cool, but she really likes you.
But that's my
And she
life
want to
every
take it to
day.
the next level. You like, nah, hold on. Yeah, but you like, wait a minute, I don't know, like, or even from jump, she likes you, but you don't know, but you don't like her, and you tell her, but yet she still comes at you, and she still try. She's
Now, how am I
trying
telling her, Don? How am I telling her?
How about you,
am I telling her?
Cherry? How you
No,
put?
I want to hear.
I'll say it straight out. Hey, hold on, Cherry. I'll say it straight out. You're not my type.
Damn, you a cold dude.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong? No, it's nothing wrong. He's being honest, and this is what women want, right?
You're a little too raw, bro.
No, that's not raw. Here's the thing.
Cherry, that's wrong.
Come on, Cherry, stop playing. Listen, at the end of the day,
First of all,
come on, brother, because you know I love you.
I love y'all too. But first of all, you don't want to. First of all, you don't want to hurt her feelings, okay?
But it's okay for her to hurt mine. But
Yes, it is because you're a man. You're
negative.
a man. You can handle it.
Stop it. You know what? We gonna talk.
But you want to say you don't want to make her feel like something wrong with it. Nah, I don't do that.
But it's okay for her to make me feel like something wrong with me.
See, but that's the problem, Cherry. Cherry, that's the problem. It ain't got nothing to do with her.
Yeah, it's not.
It ain't got nothing to do with her. That's mine.
Yeah.
Nah,
prefer-
you're a
I prefer
businessman.
the- I
You
want something
can't be
else.
running around breaking hearts like that, bro.
And I understandable, but listen.
How am I
all
breaking
business ain't good
hearts?
Business, bro. So listen. No, listen. And from a standpoint of like legitimately, when I was in ATL the other day, right? When I was out there, I'm walking towards my table. A lady stops me. She says, "Hey, I just want to let you know you are extremely handsome." I said, "You know what? Thank you. I appreciate that." Took
Okay,
it
I
and walked away.
would have said you wearing that blouse too, girl. I don't know, man, because I just feel
No,
like
I wouldn't have said that. I wasn't. You weren't even on radar. You want to? So why am I fake a fake compliment back there?
Correct.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's not
It
a
was
fake
she gave me a compliment. You say thankful. You say thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, this is
And
what I'm
move
trying.
on.
I respect. First of all, I respect your position, but I don't know, man. I just like talking to the ladies, and they just be so giddy every time you tell them something that I just got to tell them something nice back. It make me feel good, make her feel good.
And I
Now,
respect
if we
that.
want to grow that into
Now,
a relationship, just hear me
now
out.
she gonna want my number. Now
And
she
she
gonna
can
want
get
my
my
because
number and we can talk. We can read Bible
No.
verses together on
absolutely
Sunday.
not.
See, here's the real part of it, by the way, right? So it's okay for us. First of all, women always talking about they want a man to be honest. So if I'm being honest with her by telling her, listen, you're just not my type, and it's how I say it. Listen, I find you attractive, but you're just not the type of woman. You're just not my type. I'm not hurting her feelings, but women reject men on a regular. Ill, I got a man, even though they don't have one. I don't like you. You ain't the type of man I date anyway. But it's okay for them to say that to us. Right, which doesn't hurt my feelings, but it also drops a man's self-esteem because now he's looking at himself like, wait a minute, am I not this type of dude? You see what I'm saying? So when we do it, it shouldn't be a thing of she should get in her feelings or I'm hurting her feelings because you the ones that put your feelings in the mix, not me. I didn't. If I tell you, if I'm cool with you, I'm cool with you. If you start to find me attractive, if you're not picking up the signs as a woman to understand this man probably not really into me, but we're cool, that's on her. That's not on me. I never gave her the idea or the perception of to let her think that I'm big on her. No, all we did was have conversation. You chose to put your feelings before all that. Now it's my fault. No, and then the fact that you start telling me how attracted you are to me, and I tell you, well, listen, I appreciate that, but I'm really not that attracted to you.
Damn.
You a cool woman, but I'm not. I don't see you that way. See, that's another way of not hurting. I don't see you that way because I'm not looking at her that way, but you're looking at me that way. It's not my fault.
Damn, y'all some cold dudes, man.
It's not about Cherry. Stop playing. Don't make me come to Philly.
I'm about to get me some third flu.
That's communication. Because
Y'all know that they lie all day long.
Hold on. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got only 34 shares. Only 23 people shared since the last time.
we only had 37K. Do not make me stop this live.
All you gotta do is hit repost.
You know what?
Add the story.
I'm gonna go on pause.
Turn the comments off.
Turn the comments off, because that's what we're gonna do. Y'all want to play? It's Friday. It's Friday. Y'all sitting up here. I'm glad y'all enjoying the live. No disrespect, but y'all go to somebody else's house and y'all be doing all this nonsense.
I tried to let y'all make it.
So all I'm asking for y'all is just to tap the screen. I can't even get to 100K. 100K. Velvet and the fellas.
I want to say something to y'all. This is my philosophy, right? As a mature man, it's a way to talk to people, and it's a way to talk to a woman. And I just don't want to be that stain in her memory of making her feel worse about herself. So it takes a lot of courage for a lady to say, as you walking past, "Excuse me, sir. Yes, how can I help you, honey? You're just an attractive man. So I appreciate the compliment. And you ain't too bad yourself. What's your name?" That doesn't mean it has to unfurl into a full-blown relationship. So look at it like a pastor or a politician. It's called using tact, because sometimes a dud can lead you to a stud. Meaning sometimes, she might not have been the pick, but because you was kind and you kind of like, your conversation is tight, she might got somebody she want to introduce you to. Because sometimes a woman just squash, she find you a good man. Let's just say you don't got kids, like me. And she might got 2 or 3. So you got kids? Like I got, she might be like, no, how about you? Oh, I got 3. I know you probably ain't looking for nothing like that. And then, I'll let that hang in limbo. And it's like, come hang out with me and my girlfriend. This has happened to me. And now you pretty much like one of the gang. It don't always got to be so intense. I'm not saying Dine or Velvet said anything wrong. I'm just offering a different perspective when it comes to talking to ladies. Like you being so cold that your energy is just like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy talking to women. Women love conversation. And sometimes, y'all might have a bond that's cordial, or y'all kind of close, but nothing intimate happened. But she's still a good person to know. That's just how I move around the earth, because I know dudes ain't gonna help me with a damn thing. You know what I mean? Like in life. You know what I mean? I know down the business, I ain't going that down, but myself, when it comes down to my life, dudes always look at me like competition. So if a woman finds, the courage to muster up and tell me that I'm handsome, I know she thought long and hard about that and wondered what my response was going to be like. So I just prefer to be, polite to them.
But there's nothing but Cherry. I love what you just said, right?
Come on. hold on, something, man. Hey, real quick, tell everybody again to get the tap in, get the everything, man. We know you're at 50K, man.
All right.
So I would still keep the comments off and just tell everybody to continue to tap in.
Shares at 41.
I don't know how to turn the comments off because right now I would.
I got you.
They were just off.
I got you.
Oh, I got it right here.
100, yo.
Hey, I got it quick. I'm agreeing with what Cherry put down. So listen to the guy that they came out kind of abrupt and cool. So how much of that has to do with physical attraction? When you see her, how much of that has to be like, okay, I'm not your type. If she, physically, fine and everything. How much of that is gonna be attraction? The way you just gonna be cold like that? I want to know.
Okay, first of all, I'm not even being cold. I'm being honest. A lot of women want honesty.
Yeah, I'm not being cold, bro.
I'm being honest. Even if, bro, even if I find a woman, I'm being honest with. I'm telling you, self-made. Let me answer this, and I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm not gonna get hyped. Even as a man, even if I find you attractive, still does not mean that I like you. I can find you attractive because, hey, we see attractive women all the time. Doesn't mean that you like every woman. That doesn't mean that I like every woman that I find attractive. Vice versa with women. Women see attractive men every day. Doesn't mean that they like them like that. So because I find you attractive and me and you connect on a level that you're thinking is more than what it is, that's not me. I'm connecting with you because, hey, you're an attractive woman. I think you're cool. I'm not looking at her like that. So the moment she gets in her feelings and start asking me like, well, what do you think about us? No, sweetheart, I'm going to be honest with you. I think you're cool. I respect who you are, and I respect this friendship relationship that we have. I'm not looking to go further than what it is. Even though I may find you attractive, I'm not into you like that because we're cool. See, sometimes when a man develops a friendship with a woman, sometimes the women take it as, oh, he's my type of man. Look at how nice he is. This is my man. But it's not necessarily like that. And that's the seed that she plants in her head. And don't let the brother be even attractive. So now you got an attractive man who has befriended you and is treating you in a certain type of manner because he doesn't see you the way that you're looking at him. So now you get caught up in all your feelings and all your emotion, and it's our fault. In the moment that I tell you, listen, I think you're a cool woman. We hang out. I enjoy your company, but I don't see us being a couple. There's nothing wrong with that. You're being honest. And you're protecting you.
What am I doing in between the time that I'm delivering all these, all this bad news? I'm just sitting at home.
How is it?
In my hand.
Bro,
I'm just saying I need some friends.
That is your friend, but how is it bad news by telling a woman that you cool with that you don't want to be her man?
Oh no, I didn't know. I thought the framework was off the rip, off the bat. Yeah, like, it's off the rip. That's what I'm saying. Is off the rip.
This is in general. I was giving y'all an example of something that happened to me. Like, I'm not gonna lead somebody off. So this is the thing. So this is the problem, right? This is the problem in today's society, right? If a man opens a door for you, if a man is a gentleman, because there are not too many gentlemen out there that are doing these types of things, there are women that will instantly think, oh, he liked me. Oh, no, I'm being a gentleman. I'm being respectful. I'm opening up a door for you. I'm saying good morning. How you doing?
We get to 50K. You can turn the comments back on, D.
I'm being nice.
We have 50K. You can turn them back on.
You're being a gentleman. I can respect.
I'm being a gentleman, right? So but don't mistake that as though like I'm opening the door to you and letting you say that, hey, you got a chance. Absolutely not.
I mean, it's two ways to open the door for a woman now. It's two ways. It's a couple of ways.
Yeah, it's the front door and the back door. You got an option.
There's a couple of ways to open the door for a woman. Now you can open up the door for a woman, and then you got that grin and that look up and down, and be like, hey. Well, then you can also open up a door for a woman and say, well, ladies first, and then she go over right. I mean, don't go there with it, because it's a couple of ways with a man trying to open the door for a woman, he trying to get some attention. Y'all know that now. Come on, let's keep it 100 here. Let's keep it 100 now. It ain't all this. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you slide through.
Let's keep it above. Let's keep it sober. There's nothing wrong with telling the truth, and we're not going to make telling the truth a demonic thing. Rather it's off the rip or 3 months later or a year later. If it's just not the fit for the bill, it's just not the fit, fellas. We just got to understand life is just what it is. It ain't always comfortable. It's just not.
Let's just be real with this. A lot of times, a man ain't gonna hold a door for every woman. Most men gonna hold a door for women that they find attractive or their mamas. I said most.
I'll hold the door open for women. I hold the door open for people in general. It's just a door, right? It's just common courtesy at that point. It's also common courtesy to tell somebody the truth.
Exactly. And if I'm telling a woman the truth about how I truly feel, why are you getting mad at me about my feelings? Because I don't find you attractive because you're not the one for me. It's not my fault.
What's my philosophy, Velvet? You remember it?
Nope.
I ain't gonna lie to a woman, but I ain't gonna tell her the truth either.
See? But I'm wrong for being honest about how I feel. I'm wrong.
Man, it's a slippery slope.
No. If she put herself in that position, my brother.
It's all right. It's all right. I still got to talk to her.
Right.
Right?
No, but I don't have, but it's not my choice to. Here's what I'm saying is this. It's like you're backing me in a corner. Because you find me attractive, and I tell you that you are an attractive woman, but you're not my type. Now you want to try to create yourself to be my type by asking me, well, what's your type? Obviously, it's not you. And I don't need to, and I don't need, no, that's what I'm saying in my mind. Obviously, it's not you. So there's no need for me to explain it. The moment a man tells you that you're not, that you are not his type, then guess what? You know what? You're right. Maybe I'm not your type. Because we don't ask a woman when she be like, well, you ain't the type of man I date. But what type of man do you date then? So what kind? Because now you're giving the blueprint. It's none of your business. If I see you as a friend, that's how you're going to remain as a friend. Period. If you find me attractive, then you got an option. You can unfriend me, or you can continue to be my friend and stay in the feelings that you in. But as long as I let you know from the door, and as time progressed, and I'm not saying in the beginning, like the brother said, I'm talking, this is something happened over time. We've been hanging out for 3 or 4 months. We just been chilling, talking on the phone, chopping it up. And here's the thing. If you can't tell through a phone conversation that I don't like you, if I haven't given you any indications of me wanting to holler at you, hey, niece, if you haven't given me any indication, if I haven't given you any indication over the phone for the past 3 months that we have been talking, and we just been talking about whatever, and you trying to pick up vibes, oh, I think he likes me, girl. You know, I be talking to him on the phone. We just be talking about so much stuff. I'm your friend.
That's true.
I am your friend. I'm not telling you nothing about, you know what, you look good in that dress today. I'm not giving you no compliments. We laughing at stuff. We just jonesing. I'm also telling you about women that I might like, and you don't pick that up, and you still think
I don't think women care, bro. I think people want what they can't have. So let's just keep it on the ladies.
There you go.
I think because women don't get rejected because the power of the P.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like dudes asleep with a brick. They got a hole in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of dudes ain't that guy to be giving out rejection. Like I would say most guys ain't that guy to be turning down opportunities for puss. Let's just keep it a buck.
You ain't lying.
So no doubt.
No, you are lying. I'm agreeing with you.
So that means that he is a highly sought after guy, and she knows that. And I believe, this is my belief on what I've seen, Family Full of Women. Unfortunately, unconsciously, you gotta give women something to compete with. So, I'm sorry to say that. Maybe this is too coarse of words, but it's something that I've noticed. Like, women don't walk away when it's another woman. Because they start thinking, well, what she got that I ain't got? Or, I know I'm the best woman for him. He just don't know it yet.
Say it again. See?
I'm just saying things that I've witnessed with my own 2 eyes.
The scenario but you're saying it. The scenario that they play in their head, bro.
Right. Okay. So let me take you here where I was coming from the get-go.
And Cherry, that is the topic of discussion right there. That's what we're saying.
That's what we're talking about.
Our no doesn't mean no. Our no means something wrong with us.
Okay. Well, the answer to the question is because the power of the punani. It tells them that. No, it might not tell y'all that, but you ain't the one getting the door held open for you, catching compliments every 10 minutes, horns honking at you when she's trying to catch public transportation. You know, women live in an alternate reality. They don't know nothing about that getting out of a ticket because she exposed her cleavage a little bit and he walked up and the perfume coming out the window. He just can't see himself giving her a ticket. They live in an alternate reality. So everything talking amongst men, don't think I ain't getting what y'all saying. But I am well aware that it is an art when you're talking to a woman. See, they don't like the word, but you got to finesse your words. I'm not saying y'all got to finesse it on this panel. It's just a choice as a man. Because as the old saying go, you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. And I don't be liking to give out vinegar. I don't like being a bad news. I don't like it. I'll do it. But by the time I'm being straight up and direct with you, I know this is game over right here.
Well, isn't that the point? Because I don't want. Because my thing is this: I don't want to sweet talk you. Because if I'm sweet talking you, then I'm lying to you.
No.
If I'm being too nice and you're still thinking, well, you have a chance. No, I'm going to be direct. I'm not going to be nasty, but I'll be direct and tell you straight up. Listen, and I'm going to say it in such a way that you're going to understand. I'm not here to hurt. I'm not trying to hurt her feelings. I'm just letting her know. Listen, with the same tone. You know what? I think we cool. I'm dead serious. You know what?
No, the tone, like this whole switch up made me laugh.
Yeah, you know. Come on, you know I could do it. But it's and that's what it's all about. The way you know what? Like, listen, can I explain something to you? You know, me and you, we're so cool, and I don't want to mess up this friendship that we have. But you are an attractive woman, but you're not my type. Like, I can't see myself with you, and it's okay. And if she can't,
get these shares up, yo. We gotta get these shares up. Come on.
And if the woman can accept that part,
arrow to the right at the bottom, hit repost and hit add the story. You don't have to find everybody in your friends list. It's real simple. Just tap the bottom button to the right, hit repost, tap it again, and hit add the story. Voila, done.
Okay. All right.
Come on, 62.
This is crazy, yo.
All right. I've been listening for about a half an hour.
A whole half hour?
Yeah, just sitting here watching the. Most people suffer from a case of just my imagination.
Baby.
That's it. They imagine something that's not there. And sometimes you have to burn a bridge you're not going to cross back over. It's because we have an agenda. When we see a woman, we have an agenda. It's either for a short time or a long time.
Who are you talking to, Willis?
we come there. As soon as we see her, our imagination, that imagination starts running. And then we come up with a plan of action to get what we want. That hasn't changed. It never has, never will. We have our agenda. Now, she could be fine as heck. She opened up her mouth, whoops, she done lost everything. And that goes both ways. Women decide as soon as they see us, you in there. They wait for you to open your mouth to talk your way out of it. That's been the age of time. That thing has been going on for years. We can call it different words, different endings, different sayings. Still hasn't changed. If a person's going to be for you, you're going to do what you want to do. Now, can you get their imagination going? Yes. That's what it is. Their imagination going. They see something. Oh, I can't see myself with them. Oh, this, and you're going, God, all I said was hello. Where you going with this? And both people play mind games.
Well, who played them? But who played the biggest mind games, men or women?
Well, both of yep. It depends really on age.
No. Let's keep it a buck. You want to come solid? Let's do it. Who played the biggest mind games, men or women?
Man, we good at it.
How we? No, we not. How we play mind games? Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
We play mind games because guess what? We know what we're doing. We know what we want.
Come on, bro.
Like I said, we got an agenda. Now, do women have an agenda? Yes. because they're taught to play a mind game.
Don't make no sense. Come on. You're hurting my feelings right now, bro. 62, I love you. I love you, 62. But right about now, I'm gonna go with a double negative on that. Women play the biggest mind games ever. Ever. It's like that.
We have to counteract what they're taught. Because they're taught we're supposed to do. Supposed to be a bunch of doers.
We can't think that fast, man. We can't think that fast.
I'm saying.
We can't think that fast. We're going to have to process. We have to process that when a woman's coming in over the mind game. We just can't. Okay, now we can be slick with our words if we just trying to do something in the moment. But if we're just trying to, if we're really trying to get to know that the woman, we can't be that fast on our thought process.
Look. Do you see it? Do you see the comment? Ali Bliss. Thank you, sister. Yes, we are taught as girls to play you from our mothers and other women from the door.
How do you outdo somebody?
Thank you, Ali.
Practice from the jump.
Right. They're taught, right? They said, when I said that, they're taught how to play mind game. So how's it when they break up, we're the master manipulator?
How we the master manipulator? Okay, listen. Stop. Hold on.
That's what they say. I'm just saying, they say we are the master manipulator, but they're taught the mind game.
Let me
So
explain.
the question is, the question is, who plays the most mind games? Is it men or women?
As women.
Women play the most mind games, but they blame us, saying we play the most mind
But
games.
you just answered the question.
I've been saying they're taught. Now, if they're taught, and they say when it don't work out, we play the better mind games.
No, we don't. We still playing. It's still a game. They just didn't learn the mind game correctly. First of all, the first mind game women do is this. What is the one weapon that they use against men? Is the box. Manipulation. Biggest manipulation is a woman with some good box between two different dudes.
My game is this: 288 people in here. We ain't got over 100 shares. Think about that.
Y'all gonna get this man mad. Could y'all share the live out, please, so he don't get upset? Thank y'all.
I don't get upset.
Yo, come on. Purgatory, what's up, brother? Welcome, man. I know it's your first time here. We appreciate you joining, brother. Thank you for joining the men's platform.
Oh, thank you. It's the first time I've been on a men's panel. I normally do my own panel, and it's basically more.
Okay, you ain't that permission. So I'm just telling you what we're working with here. We don't do self promotion up here.
No, I'm not doing that. No, because my public is more Hispanic man.
Oh, you got guala pantan.
Yeah.
All right, papi, let's go.
But I can yeah.
Hey, real quick, before you go any further, are you black? Are you black?
Tú eres moreno.
I'm race Dominican.
Oh, tú eres dominicano, brother. Ya tú sabes, man.
Race Dominican, but since I was born and raised in the United States, I consider myself a black man.
That's okay. Well, you black because Dominican is a nationality.
You answered the right way, but you answered the wrong way. What I was
Purgatory.
hoping you would say was, Papi, not black.
Purgatory. Your race is black and your nationality is Dominicana. Okay.
Okay. Let's let the black Dominican speak. Come on, my brother. Say what you got to say.
So I'm just hearing you. I'm just I like to hear before I talk. So I like to because sometimes people talk, but they don't know what the conversation is about. They don't understand anything, and then that's when they get all muffled, and they're like, like, what are you doing here if you're not even hearing what they're saying? First hear before you talk. So
correct.
I'm just gonna hear you guys and see what this is about before I even present anything out of my mouth.
All right. But we want you to speak though. That's what we've been talking.
We want to hear you, bro.
Yeah, we want to hear you.
Okay. So basically, I think that today, like me, I interact more with Hispanic women, and sometimes it's gotten to a point where a woman doesn't really accept you if like they don't really accept you if you don't have something to offer them. You know, like you can't come as a gentleman to them. No, you have to have something. You know, and I think today, like that's ruining a lot of relationships. It's ruining a lot of good men. You know, because men are just, you know, we're close to falling back on a lot of stuff because, you know, if we don't drive the most expensive car, or we're not giving them what they need and everything, we're not considered that tier men for them. And that, to me, that's just wrong. It's just wrong. Like, because us as men, we open doors, we do things, but are we going to do it to any woman? No, we're not.
Well, I want to say something to you if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Well, because, you know, I've dated Dominican women and I've dated Puerto Rican women. And, you know, one thing when I dated a Puerto Rican woman, she was like, Dominican woman, you need money. I never forgot. I was like, and then I had my experience, so I can relate to what you're saying. So what I would say to you is hold your ground as a Dominican man. Want to know why? Because the way to get in their head, which I said to my Dominican friend at that time, how is your family from a country that doesn't have, you know, that has extreme amount of poverty, and you coming at me like I'm supposed to just have it because you asked? So that's the card that I played because it was just genuine. I said, and I told her that to say, you know, your perception of what you think it is to be American is from propaganda. You know what I mean? It's hard no matter where you're from. But to build wealth and to have, I had foreign cars before, was nothing but a headache. Now, so I was driving the S550 at 23. Somebody knocked my side view off. I wanted to cry. I was like, oh, God. So I'm just saying, like, you know, wealth, as far as that word, you want to use that, it's quiet. So you're not looking for any woman, you're looking for the right woman. You see what I'm saying? And those women just disqualify themselves. It's a Dominican sister out there that, you know, could appreciate you for the man you are, but you got to be willing enough to keep plucking through the deck. That's why I talk in a positive way. You know, I troll a little bit about women because they just not your woman. And that's a blessing. You see what I'm saying? You don't want nobody just pretty and sitting there and got you doing all this overtime, your heart about to bust out your chest. And just for her to say, that's all you got me? You know what I mean? Because a Dominican woman can be rough with her mouth. Am I lying?
No.
Okay.
I'm not about that.
Okay. All right. That's what's making you talk like that. So I would say
not really. Remember, like,
go ahead.
Like, you know, for me,
real quick. Hold on, real quick, Purgatory. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Ladies, this is for those who are new here. On Fridays, there are no ladies on the panel. This is man gilded space on Fridays. Monday and Wednesday is the day that you can come in and have your say in whatever discussion that is ensued on that day. Today is only gentlemen. Now, unless you have something else going on that differs from your profile picture, well, let that be known and let it be heard through your voice of your natural state.
He said what he said.
Purgatory, I just want to say this last thing to you. All I'm going to say is, I'm in Philadelphia. I've had my shot and hung in the Dominican bar. They thought I was Dominican. Go to my page. I've been asked that. We could be brothers. Which, in fact,
well, here's one thing I want to say. Number one.
No, that's a different conversation for a different day. Very shortly, I would say what I noticed with Dominican culture is y'all don't understand that y'all kind of raised to stand up for that as Dominicans. Puerto Ricans too. Like, you know, it's a very patriarchal culture. You know what I mean? Bring up their granddad. Granddad pay for everything. Okay, but you're not her granddad. You're a man. So I would say just put your head up. I know it's a little hard in that space, but you got to walk like you that guy. If she ain't going your direction, then that's just not your lady. Case closed.
Well, here's something I want to tell y'all. Real talk. And this is just came to my mindset. A lot of time we also as men, we create the narrative and we want to get upset at the narrative that we create. And when I say that, I'm saying for this. I know people always tell me stop leading with things, but it's not even leading with certain things. It's what we talk about. When we say I'm a man that likes money, we're only going to attract a woman that likes that likes money. She's not going to like you. If I'm a man that likes cars, if I'm a man that likes this, these are what the things that we say that we like is what the type of women that we're going to attract. And we can't get mad at the simple fact that we said it, and now this is all she's all about. And then this is what comes to your man. She's all about money because just what you said. That's what you about. We're going to get what What you put out there is what you're gonna get, is what I'm saying. So we got to be careful also as men when it comes to saying certain things, because guess what? The moment we start saying all the things that we like, I'm a man that likes money, I'm a man that likes food, I'm a man that likes cars, I'm a man that likes to find, I'm a man that likes to travel, that's exactly the type of woman that's going to be attracted to you. Because not every woman is going to like money. Not every woman is going to like cars. Not every woman is going to want to travel. But for those that do, those are the ones that you're going to get, and you can't get mad because you have sabotaged yourself. It's you self-sabotage. A lot of times us men, we self-sabotage ourselves with some of the things that we say out of our mouths. We as two give up the blueprint. We always say that women give the blueprint up, but we give it up so quick because we're already trying to impress this woman.
Now, let me ask you a question, Jones. Can I ask you a question real quick on you? If you, let's say, like most men that I see on this panel, I haven't gone into your profiles, but most men that I see on this panel are men that have education, have morals. They're working men. So we're working men. We take care of ourselves because almost all of them look like they take care of themselves. So when you as a man, you are hardworking, you're educated, you have goals, you're trying to live to those goals, you're trying to get there, and a woman comes into your place and says, well, this man got it together. He's not like the guys around the corner, the bums. He got it together. He's doing stuff. I want to contribute to that man's life. But now, the key part that I live for is, okay, you want to contribute? What qualities are you going to bring? Don't tell me I'm bringing myself. No. What qualities are you going to bring? Because as a man, I need to admire you. I need to admire you. And I need to be admired back. Well, because I know I'm bringing you.
Let me tell you this, brother. Stop. Don't ask for qualities. See quality. You can tell. See, the thing is this, and I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know how old you are. You're probably a younger brother, but I learned this too. When you get a certain age, and you know that you got your stuff together, you as a man should automatically know how this woman's moving. If you have to ask a woman her qualities, then guess what? Then that means she doesn't qualify. I'm gonna say that again. If you as a man, have to ask a woman what her qualities is, that means that she does not qualify. Because if you can't see okay, let me say it one more time. If you as a man have to ask a woman what are her qualities, she does not qualify, and vice versa. For the simple fact is this: if you cannot see the quality in that woman just by how she presents herself, if she's not asking you for certain things, if she's questioning you about some of the things of your lifestyle, she qualifies. You know why? Because she's trying to figure you out. She's trying to learn you, not you learning her. She's trying to learn you because her value, what she's going to bring, is going to bring more value to you. See, a lot of times we want to find out what she's qualifying for. But what you ain't filling out no application. At the end of the day, if a woman is learning you, and I don't mean like what's your pocket, like she sees, okay, he has a nice house. What do you do? Certain type of things. She wants to know about you because she wants to, that's a woman of quality. She has quality. Because now she's qualifying to be that woman, to let you know, listen, I want to learn you to the point that when I come into your world, not you going into hers, when she's coming into your world, the value that she's bringing into your world, which makes it more. Brother, I'm telling you straight up, certain questions. That's why that table situation, I can't stand it. What are you bringing to the table? I'm not bringing nothing to the table. You know why? Because I'm not bringing nothing. I'm not bringing nothing to a table that somebody else bought, and obviously that table ain't no good. You still got the same crap and the same mess on that table. Why am I putting my good stuff on that table? No. You want to be with me? Let's make a table together. Let's build something together. I'm not going into something that's already built. Let's build it together. It's a difference.
Facts.
Talk heavy, Bell. Talk heavy.
But you see, Jones, exactly what you just said is what a lot of men need to hear. Because a lot of men right now are going through this whole process.
Because they put themselves in that situation, brother. It's not a process. Listen, a lot of men are going through this because they're listening to the wrong men. When they listen to brothers like us who don't sugarcoat nothing, because we don't sugarcoat crap. The brothers that I rock with, oh, we don't play no game. We about that life. We hold each other accountable. We talk to each other on the back end. If we don't agree with something, yo, this is what it is. That's the beauty of it. At the end of the day, when you got brothers that see, here's the thing. We talk to men. We talk to men. You got brothers out there that only want to talk to women because they want to sugarcoat, because they want to seem like they superheroes to some of these women. But guess what? Guess what? I don't need no cape because I ain't your superhero.
Yeah, they're just lying to themselves. They just lying to themselves, period.
And that's all they do. But we don't need to sit up here and lie. All we're gonna do is tell you like a TI is. Look, as a man, and as one of the oldest brothers to my brothers here, the Red Hat connection, I'm the oldest brother, but I still learn from my brothers, hands down. Even as an older cat, even from Cherry, I learned from Cherry. Me and Cherry be chopping it up. Wild boy, I rock with him because I love his energy. But that's my man. The beauty of it is this: you gotta accept. As a man, I accept brothers for who they are. The same thing with women. As a woman, you gotta accept her for who she is. If she's trying to come at you at a whole, you as a man should be able to pick that up, because once a man is on his square, let me tell you something. Oh, I gotta say this. When a man is standing on his square, there is nothing that can knock that man off. There's nobody that can come into that man's square and intervene that. No woman can even have listen. She can come in there with all types of weapon and all types of armory. She is not going to knock that man off his square. You know what he's going to do? He's going to look at her and see, she ain't right for me. Brothers, a real man could pick that up from the door. Come on, Donovan.
There's a level of work that needs to be done for every man to establish himself, right? You know, they always talk about a man with the prettiest garden. The man with the prettiest garden has the dirtiest hands, which means he's willing to get dirty on himself, right? He's willing to do the work that he needs to do to get himself corrected. A man should not want to bring in a woman into his chaos or bring a woman into his space where he is not confident in himself. He does not know who he is, what he wants. And if the communication is clear, if it's just not picked up because, different frequencies or different, and that's why I'm real big. I don't like gray lines. I don't blur lines. I don't like gray lines. I like my lines to be black and white, right? That it just is, right? You know exactly where I'm coming from. There is no confusion. Where was the confusion, right? Because is that what I said or is that what you heard, right? Because there's always a misinterpretation of something you may say, where someone may hear something, or they listen to you, but they didn't hear what you said, right? So it has to be very clear communication as to what it is you're looking for and what it is you say. So when a man is standing on that, of what it is, again, it has to be rooted. There has to be work, that group work that has to be done for that individual to understand themselves, to know themselves, to be able to communicate that, articulate those things, because there is always going to be misinterpretation from man to woman, right? When we are having conversations, because women and men communicate differently, right? Men don't communicate in emotion as much as women communicate in emotions, and they listen in emotions. So you have to be able to interpret those things and have that the clear conversation to understand, hey, this is what I said, this is what I meant, this is what it was, right? Because you heard something different, because you are listening, you have a filter in how you're listening, you're listening into of what you want it to be as opposed to what it is. And that's the that's a disparity that men and women have right now, is the interpretation. So you have to be very clear, and this is why I said this is the responsibility of a man, to be very clear in that communication. Don't think that what you said was heard, because was it interpreted correctly? Was it communicated to the point of like, hey, did you hear what I said? Like, what did you make that mean, right? And versus what I said and what I made it mean, because I need us to be on the same accord, because we have conversations all the time. The same word can be something different to everybody in here, right? The same one word can be misinterpreted differently, and it's always based on their perspective, the things they've been through, the things they've gone through, how they were raised, who they were raised, their culture. There's so many different aspects of it, and you have to be it is responsibility of the man to be very clear in that communication to the woman. And I think that's where a lot of things get misconstrued. There's a lot of confusion, but again, I'm putting it on the men to be very clear in your communication. And once your communication is clear, then it's no longer your responsibility, because you've done all the things that you had to do or you needed to do. And that's it. And I yield my mic.
Amen. So listen, come on. You want to do a mod break? We at 284.
No. So, but since we're here, can we get 36 more shares, ladies and gentlemen? Appreciate y'all so kindly. Thank y'all for keeping the chat moving. Understand that, listen, all you got to do is take a few seconds to give us 10 taps between everybody. There's been 300 people in here. So 10 taps here and there. 3, come on up, bro. Fellas at the bottom who haven't
3, where you at?
Make sure y'all say something so we don't have just a panel of y'all holding space in here, because this is a part of y'all really to be active.
Come on, 3, where you at?
Listen, here's the situation. I'm going to start blocking people who not understanding clear as day what kindness is. Ladies, today is not your day. Monday and Wednesday is your day. Okay? You can get up out of here. You have a wonderful trip down in Hades of TikTok, and we'll see you never. However, what we're going to do is we're going to keep it going. And thank y'all for getting those shares up. More grateful than anything. But please, by all means, come up if you're a man. We're looking for gentlemen that we are familiar with. We're looking for men that have a certain number of followers, so we can verify you real quickly, so we can bring you up on the panel. Brian and Zed, y'all got to go ahead and make sure y'all speak. We don't want to have, like I said, we don't want to have stale space on the panel. So please go ahead and speak.
How you doing?
I'm good. What's going on, Zed? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm from Mali, West Africa.
Okay, come on. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know about the chat. The topic is about a man's position in the relationship, or what?
Kind of, sort of. Well, what's your take? What's your thought? I just want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah, because when I came on the panel, I heard about the men, how men have to behavior, I don't know, in the relationship between I don't know, men and women, I don't know. I want to know the topic,
Okay, so let me break this down. There's no such thing as behavior, because I'm not a child, so I don't need to behave in a certain type of aspect. It's the way a man has to carry himself in a certain type of way in a relationship and in a marriage. Bottom line, you have to carry yourself in a certain type of way. It's like you have to carry your own weight in certain type of ways. Yeah. When it comes to that, because you have people that tell you how you need to behave. First of all, I'm not a child. The only person that needs to behave is your children. Bottom line. So I can't sit there and tell a man how you need to behave in your relationship and in your marriage. That's negative. That's number one. Number two is this.
Yes, that's negative.
I would never take advice from a man who's had failed marriages. But you want to give me advice on my marriage, but you have failed marriages. And when I say marriages, I mean plural. More than one, maybe 2 or 3.
Yes, 2 or 3, yes.
The problem that we're having right now is with this man and women thing about how we feel. Hold on, somebody got some background noise. I got to mute you real quick, brother. The problem that we having right now is like what the conversation said when we started was, I'm not your option. Even though I'm your option, that doesn't mean you're mine. And the sad part is I don't have to make you my option because you want me to be your option. It doesn't work that way. Not in life. You chose me to be your man, but I never chose you to be my woman. Can't get mad at me for that. You liked me to the point where I don't find you attractive. I like you as for who you are. I think you're cool. But for me and you to be together, no. You put that in your imagination. Because you started seeing all the bells and whistles with me. But I didn't see them with you, and it's okay. You saw the Star-Spangled Banner. I didn't see that with you. All I seen was, here is a woman that I find very cool. She's a pretty woman. But just because you look good doesn't mean that you're good for me. And this is where this is where a lot of us men and women have to dissect that. Am I good enough to be with? Or am I just good to be around? What's up, Ford? What up, my brown skinned brother? Come on, Purgatory. What you got, Purgatory?
I'm gonna feed off what you just said. That last part where I'm good enough for what reason? So am I good enough to be a provider, but I'm not good enough for this for you? So that's where I step back, and I'm like, you know what? I can be the provider. I can be what you want me to be, but not because you want me to be, but because I need to be. It's because I don't need you to tell me what I need to do. I know what I gotta do. I need you to do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
First of all, why is all the chocolate brothers on the bottom? But I'm just gonna leave that part alone. Y'all ain't catch that. Y'all ain't catch that, right? I'm gonna leave that alone. But I see all the chocolate on the bottom. I'm just saying. I had to say that. My bad. My bad. Hey, listen. That's what I'm talking about, baby. No, I get what you're saying though. But what I'm saying is this. My thing is this, and I want ladies to understand this. Just because you're dating me mentally does not mean I am dating you for real. So when I say that, to say this, stop like Donovan, like Brother Donovan said, Awesome said, stop trying to make me your man if I didn't chose to be that. If I didn't sign up to be your man, you cannot tell me, oh, you my man. If you decide that you want to give me some, that's not my problem neither. That was your choice. Stop getting mad at men, and because you gave them some, I gave him some box. Now no, we don't go together because you gave it to me. Stop that. And that's what I'm saying. That the master manipulation. Stop trying to manipulate me with your boxing because you're only manipulating yourself. You're lying to you. You're not lying to me. But at the same time, some of y'all get caught up with this. This is my man situation. And then when he's been like, yo, I ain't your man. We just cool. Now you want to get in your feelings. You want to get mad. You mad at something that you created. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
I'm just going to say this. Entertainment is not life. All right? Whatever reality TV show, music, or theme you want to replicate, and you haven't figured out why the results are not matching, because life is not scripted. It just doesn't work that way, right? There's a thing called reality, and you have to live in it to be in it. And to live in reality is to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable to not get the thing or the person that you truly desire, that you have your heart set on. That is going to be uncomfortable when that bad boy or that bad girl sits there and says, "It's so nice meeting you. Have a good one." All right? It's going to happen. Just because you think you the hottest thing in your town, in your city, you go to the next county over, it's a no-go. So you got to relax.
But you know what the problem I have, though, too, brother? I love y'all, man. The problem I have is this. I need to discuss with you after you gave me some. Before you gave me some box, I never asked you for it. You was willing to give it to me, and I took it because I'm a man. And now you want to turn around and talk about, well, we playing a game. I'm not playing no game. You decided, because here's the thing. I'm the man. You're the gatekeeper. I can't convince you to give me some. You already knew you wanted to give me some. You know why you wanted to give me some? Because you figure if I give him some, he's going to fall in love with me. And he's going to become my man. A lot of your women trap yourselves and then want to get upset at the fact that this man does not accept you for that type of woman that you want to be. You do it. But then you want to get mad at us. I can't believe he walked out. Oh, I gave him some and he ghosted me.
That's an episode from Sex and the City.
At the end of the day is this. I'm not the...
But on that note right there, okay, on that note, okay, as a man, you know you don't want to be with this woman. And then...
See, look at God. He didn't want to hear that.
Look at God. Look at God.
Look at God. Look at God. See that? You about to, you know.
and you take it. And you take it. So don't let kind of put you in the wrong. Don't let kind of put the man in. You know you don't want this woman. So don't let kind of put you in the like, okay, well, you don't have no self-control because you know in the back of your mind that, okay, I don't want to be with her. But, this is an opportunity that, that has presented itself. And, I can take it or I leave it. So if you take it, you kind of like, feeding into her narrative, though. You kind of like feeding into her narrative, like, okay, well, I can get her with my box. Because if she offered it to you and you're not feeling her like that, you say, well, look here, I politely decline, but I can't go there with you. So why is it, man, why can't we just do that? Why we just click? Why don't we
You know what? Self-made, that sounds immaculate. Real talk. Well, we talking about black men. We talking about brothers. A lot of men ain't going to turn up no punani. And I'm not saying all of us. Now, I get what you're saying, and I respect that 100%. You're 100% right. I can agree with you 100%. But let's put a number on that. A lot of brothers ain't going to turn it down. They're going to take it. You know why? Because of the situation and the state that they're in at that moment. If I'm in a vulnerable state and she makes me vulnerable enough, and guess what? A woman, masters of manipulation, can persuade a man, even if he doesn't want to do it, to do it.
Man, bump all that. Cherry already told people what it was. No, bump all that. No, we're not doing that.
You don't believe it's true? Yo, are you kidding me? So hold on. Time out. You trying to tell me, as a man, you with a woman, you find her attractive, but you don't want to be with her. You trying to tell me if this woman truly wanted to give you something, you're going to turn around and be like, nah, and she can't manipulate you? Please, women have the power of persuasion, my brother. You know what?
This is why it happens. To begin with. Like Sheridan already told, most of you dudes ain't gonna get the opportunity.
Anyway,
like let's be honest.
Okay, I can get it.
No, you can't get it, because if you can get it, you can understand clear day. Most of the dudes don't get that opportunity. So when it presents itself, it's just like this. When I went to that dude, that Sheik's house, and I'm like, man, a couple of these cars, it's just a machine. When I would get around dudes with certain caliber, just a woman. Reason why they can say that, because it's been an abundance to them. For most dudes, they can't say that.
So basically what you're saying is it depends on his physicality, to where, okay, he might not be the type of dude that can pull women, but even though he might not be that type of dude, we as men, we still have the thought process of if we good looking or not, that okay, I want to be with her or I don't want to be with her. It has nothing to do with that, because he's not that dude. We still have the process, okay, well, I don't want to be with her. You know what I'm talking about?
You know why you don't want to be with her? It's because it's the woman that you don't find attractive, that you truly don't want to be with. But a woman that you find attractive, sometimes and I'm not saying all the time. Listen, the ones that we don't find attractive, let's keep it real, are the ones that we don't want to be with. That's why we say I don't want to be with her, because we see something in her that we don't like. She's not attractive to me, because everything starts with the first initial thing is how she looks. So we're going by her appearance. And then after that, it's the conversation. Bottom line, you ain't going to just walk up to any woman and have a start a conversation. It has to be some sort of physical attraction first, period.
Right. It's just like looking at food. If the food don't entice you, you're not going to walk over there. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, people have their preferences, but y'all know my position. I kind of look at it like men shouldn't think so much. You know what I mean? Like, just play your role. The man that you know you are. If she is a loose woman, you know what I'm saying? If she is a casual woman, all that's going to come out. It's just more so about how you moving. See, for me, you know,
so hold on.
You know, I ain't gonna claim celibacy, but I ain't laying down with just any old body either. You see what I'm saying?
Can I let me I'm sorry, Trevor. Give me 1 second.
No,
let me just answer somebody. Gigi the chef, right? Chef Gigi Chef Bay. I know you said it's crazy that we don't have no women on here, right? But this is the men's panel. This is men's perspective. This is men's opinion today. So Gigi, I host lives on Mondays and Wednesdays, 10 o'clock. So you are more than welcome to come up and we can have the same conversation and your women can give your perspective respectfully. But today it's just for men. This the place where men get to this barbershop talk, basically. We're in the barbershop, we just talking. But guess what? We invited some of your women in the barbershop to listen to what we're talking about. That's all it is. No disrespect. Continue, my brother Cherry. I'm sorry.
Why you want to be on the panel with all men anyway?
Because
let's just focus on our conversation. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? It's an engaging conversation. You know, women, they want to get their opinion. So I want to wrap it up with just saying this. What I'm saying is, it's great. It's a great conversation. But I just find it to be a lot easier to attract, to entice, to hold somebody's attention just by me being me. See, that right there is going to allow her to be her. It's no game going on, no faking going on. If she got a past, the history, I'm not coming with my judgmental cap on and you ain't this and you ain't that. I'm just letting things unfurl naturally. That way we can have something that's authentic. Anything else outside of that is me thinking that I know what the future holds. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people be super incompatible, but then right behind it, they be the best person you ever know when you get in a sticky situation, whatever that situation may be. So yeah, you can disqualify quickly if that's what you want, but I think it's not enough space to create a real connection in the bind. Like I'm coming so judgmental that it's like, do you even want to like somebody? You know what I mean? We all got a past. Hopefully it's not such a dark one, but is any redemption in the story? And if it is, that's where the bond come in at, because people need a space they can feel vulnerable. And if you don't come with that, how can you ask for vulnerability while you're guarded? You feel me?
I like that, Cherry. My man. See, that's what I be talking about. Ford, what's up, brother? Talk to me.
Yo, what's good? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Man, I just feel like I just came into a thunderstorm, man. I'm trying to find my place with this topic, man.
It's
something you can relate to.
It's something you can definitely relate to. Even though I'm your first option, you're not mine.
Yeah, man, I'm a broken record, bro, because I believe in consistency. I like what I've been hearing Cherry say. Can you all hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people got to stay assessing themselves and focus on identity. A lot of people don't know who they are, and they're trying to meet people who don't know who they are, and they're trying to portray themselves to be something that they might not be to that person. I put in the chat earlier about value, and sometimes the marketplace determines our value. We have intrinsic internal value that God has given us, so we're all valuable. But when you go into the market, your value is determined by the market. If there's an item that's being sold, let's say this comb, if everybody is valuing this comb as a $10,000 comb, even though this comb took 2 pennies to make, because this was a cheap one from Dollar General, the value of it was determined by the market and the demand on it. So what's happening is the men have to increase their internal value and then express it outwardly. And then you'll be able to identify what's for you and who's for you and where you should go and what you should do, who you should mess with. A lot of times men haven't determined their value, and this is why they can't turn down what Cherry said was the puss. They can't turn it down because they don't get it. A lot of people think in this culture.
Wow. Bring that back. Bring that back.
Man, a lot of I don't know. I'll just be flowing. Listen. A lot of people think in this culture that their value is high automatically in the market. Mm-hmm. And you got to increase your internal value, because when you do that, you can determine what's for you. When I commit to something, like in college, and I'm going to land my plane because there's a lot of solid men up there. When you commit to a degree, when you commit to a decision, your no becomes easy. The no becomes easy. If I say I'm going to be an architect, well, I don't need to study culinary arts because my track has been built, my determination. So if you don't flow into that path that I'm on, the journey that I'm on, it's easy to be like, no. It's easy for me to turn down the box because you're not aligned with the direction I'm headed in. And because I think in abundance, and a lot of men don't think in abundance, they like, man, I hit this, I might not have some for another 6-8 months. I might not have nothing for another year. This is why corn is such one of the highest industries in the world, because men don't get it like that. It's only a select few. I think 62 earlier, I heard him talking about something, and I'm like, yo, a lot of men don't have that opportunity. But that's why you got to create your own value and determine what's for you. And I'll land with this. I think it's more applicable for women than it is for men, but for everybody, you got to like who liking you. You got to like who liking you. And once you see that, then you can determine, hey, does he align with where I'm at? Because a lot of times we're all out of alignment. This is why we got divorce in the church. Divorce in the world is high. This is why relationships are backward. You like her, he like her. and she like him, and nobody's aligning. I'm all about alignment, man. I'll yield this for over now.
No, it's something that you said. I love that. And here's the funny thing. Cherry said it earlier, but I'm gonna say this. So, and I love what your brothers are saying, but here's this part. Rejection, right? Here it is. A woman wants to give you some, but you a man that don't want to take it from her. And the moment you tell her you don't want it, what does she start saying about you as a man? What you mean you don't want? Something wrong with you? Something wrong? And now she's second guessing herself. We put her in that position, but she put herself in the position from the moment that she wanted to give us something. We told her no, I don't want it. How you gonna reject something? It's a thing of rejecting a woman. We're rejecting the box. It's a big difference. That's why I said a lot of men will basically take it. But at the same token, when you reject a woman if she's bad and you don't want it from her, then what? How does that make her feel? Now, once again, we have to validate her feeling. I got to explain to you why I don't want it. Why? The thing I'm saying is this. Why do we always have to tell somebody the reason why what we don't want from another person? If I don't want you, I don't want you. If I don't want no box from you, I don't want no sex from you. It is what it is. I shouldn't have to sit there and give you a four-page essay on the reason why I don't want something from you. That's it.
But it's what they've been accustomed to. This is why I don't give a damn about closure. Like, what's done is done, right? So, and that's one of the odd things too, is like, what information about you I'm going to give you that's going to be for somebody else? That's for you and that person to find out in that time and duration. The information I have for you is not going to help you. It's not going to help you at all.
No. And I shouldn't have to sit here and tell you all of these things. The reason, like, the fact that, like, for me, I don't like explaining myself. I can't stand it. If I tell you something, it is what it is. I told you straight up. You want me to be honest with you? I'm giving you my honest opinion. I don't want to deal with you. Why you don't want to deal with me? Because I don't want to. It's my choice. I just told you the reason why. Because I don't want to. That's a reason. But that's not a good enough reason. I need to know why. What did I do wrong? It's not what you do. It has nothing to do with you. It's me. I don't see myself with you. There's another reason why. I'll just give you another example. But there's still more. Why do I got to keep breaking stuff down? Keep breaking it down. The reason why. Now I'm getting upset because here it is. You asking me stupid questions. Once I already told you I don't want to deal with you. I don't see myself with you. What do you mean? How you don't see me? Because I don't. Because I don't. It's nothing wrong with you. It's me. It's me. I don't find myself with you, and it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to not find yourself with somebody. Sometimes it's okay to take the smallest answers. Sometimes everything don't have to be dialogue, because dialogue will hurt your feelings. Now you want me to explain everything to you. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Number one, the stupidity that you're doing right now. You asking me these dumbass questions about why this, that, and the third. That right there bothers me. I can't stand a woman that's always asking me why. So now you know. Oh, and now, here's the sad part. I just gave you the truth, right? What comes after that? Now your feelings. Now I got to validate your feelings now. You ain't even my woman, and I got to worry about how you feel. Oh, I can't believe you said that. You made me feel this way. Now I got to fix that. No.
Well, I think I agree with that stance. I think it's not the only one, though, too. I'm of the perspective that I will explain because maybe I'm here for my heart is a teacher. My nature is a teacher. So I'm not going to over-explain because I've been in that place where I'm like, hey, this was my response because I explained it to you thoroughly. But also, I may be here for character development. I'd rather hurt you up front than allow a year, 2 years, 3 years to drag on, and then that hurt becomes even heavier. Because I'm not somebody that's not empathetic to where a woman might be. So I'll explain for you to be better and do better later. Because, hey, you might be under the perspective that there's a chance. I don't know if anybody's seen Dumb and Dumber. She's like 1 in a million. And then he's like, so you're saying there's a chance. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, for me, I think not all cases, not all women, but sometimes I will take the time and elaborate my position to help you get better. Because here's the thing, as men, as leaders, I'm responsible to guard my heart, as the word says. But because I'm a leader, I feel like I'm responsible to guard your heart too, because you might not be mentally or physically able to do it yourself. You might be delusional. You might have ideas of grandeur that might put you in a position where you're going to get hurt, miss. So I'll tell you,
I respect that, but here's a beauty. Here's another thing I want to give out. I love Four. You know I love you, man. Dang, why you always gotta make me do this, bro? You always gotta make me do it. Ain't funny.
We in the barbershop. I'm getting the fade.
We in the bar, exact. But I'm gonna say this though, straight up and down, and this for men and women. Ladies, first of all, stop getting too emotionally too attached to a man too soon. Boom. Say that one more time. Stop getting too emotionally attached to a man too soon. That way, when he tells you he don't want to deal with you, you can take that and walk away. But guess what? You get so emotionally caught up with this dude because of all the things that he's doing and how he's treating you and how he's making you trying to feel. Yes, I am turning in my chair to bring it back around. Now all of a sudden you caught up with this dude, and then when this man come and tell you straight up the reason why he don't want to deal with you, now all of a sudden you have become the most emotionless creature in the world.
Same for you, fellas. Just cause she holding back there, don't let her posterior get you in a situation that you wasn't really thinking about. Like let her be fine or whatever the case may be, but they ain't got nothing to do with it. I want you to really look outside your world and see how many fine women actually exist.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, I got a real quick question.
Hold on, real quick. Men only get. Come on, because I'm gonna say this. Somebody said men get emotional too.
Go ahead, dog.
I'm gonna tell you what. You want me to tell you why men get emotionally? Because the moment you gave that man some box, and the moment you gave the man some of your kitty cat, that's when his emotions kick in. But if you ain't giving him none, he ain't got no emotions. You better learn something, ladies. Y'all think that because he's with me? No. It's only two things a man's going to get emotional about. Number one, the box. Number two, well, that's a couple. Let me see. Number one is the box. Number two, if you're a good cook. Number three, if you're treating him right. Those are the three emotions you're going to get from that man. The box, if your behind can cook, and if you are treating him correctly, you are treating him right, you are doing things that ain't no woman ever done for him. Yes, we get emotional.
So let me tell y'all the real truth. It's the three C's. It's car, it's cash, it's children. All right, have a good life, ladies.
Doesn't that fall under what I was saying earlier? And this is barber talk.
Yeah, barbershop talk, right?
You know what I mean? So we gonna get the back and forth. So doesn't it fall under the quality part where we look at the qualities of what that woman does for us that makes us feel like, you know what, this is gonna make me emotional on your part.
Yeah, but if you
cooking, you cleaning, you going out, you going out to the store and you buying yourself something, but you also buying me something.
Yeah, that's quality. So she qualifies, right? But if you're looking at it, one thing, if you asking her what quality she brings, that's a dead issue. Because see, here's the thing: if she's doing certain things for you that you like, and you like, dang, I ain't never have no woman do this before. She qualifies. She's qualifying for that position. Now, if you have to question it, or you start saying this one, ladies and gentlemen, this one, the person that you with don't qualify. When you start comparing, well, my ex did this and my ex did that, and you did, they don't qualify because now you're comparing me to the person that you was with.
I don't got a word. You know what? You want to know something? I triggered on that one day, and I said to a woman, she asked me questions about our past, we were trying to get to know each other. She was asking me questions about, what I said to her was like, stop right there. I said, stop right there. I'm gonna explain something to you right now. You see how books are? They got chapters. This is a new chapter in your life. I'm not your old chapter. I'm the new chapter. I don't need to know what happened in your past. Because it's your past. I'm the present, and I'll be the future. But let's make present first. Forget your past. I don't need to worry about him. I don't need to know what he did, what he didn't do. Don't care. I wasn't there. I wasn't around for that. You wasn't around for that. So let's work on the chapter. And then let's go with it.
You know what she heard? You know what she heard when you said that?
No, tell me.
When you said
I politely disagree. Go ahead.
What you said was yes, your past. Listen, I'm really more focused on us going forward. What she heard was, I don't give a shit about what you talking about, and keep that weak stuff to yourself. Don't come over here with me. What's wrong with you? Can't you say I'm a grown ass man? That's what she heard. She didn't hear sensible side of you.
That's the sensible side, right?
She didn't hear that. And that's why when Cherry said what he said,
When
Cherry said what he said earlier about, watch how you say it. I'm like, it don't matter. She gonna hear some shit that go in this way and come out completely opposite.
What you gotta say, Donovan?
Man, so listen, so I disagree with that when it comes to your past. You should.
Something wrong with you,
should
D.
wanna know about your past because I want to know how you have overcome and you adapted to those things. Right? And again, you shouldn't be living in that filter. You shouldn't be living in that filter of your past. But I want to know, are you accountable for those things? Because that's the biggest thing. Everybody wants to blame somebody, want to blame stuff that has happened to them, but don't want to take accountability and ownership for the shit that they caused.
So let me ask you a question.
Yo, Mei Ling scratching mad hard on them nails too, bro. But
So let me ask you a question, Donovan. So let me ask you a question, Donovan. On the past note. Let's say for instance, that woman had went through a traumatizing relationship in her past, and she went and she dealt with some type of therapy. She went to see a psychologist. They helped her. They worked with her to now get into a. Now she gave herself time. She's got into a pace that now she accepted you, right? To step up and present yourself as you should, and next thing you know, you start asking her about her past, about what he did, or how did he treat you, or whatever. You're opening doors that didn't need to be opening because someone worked to close those doors. Someone worked to close those doors.
You're not listening to what I'm saying, bro. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Donovan, you just explain it again. I'm sorry, my brother. Explain it again, my brother.
Your past is data, bro. Your past is data. Like, regardless, I understand if she's gone through things, she understands that. So I'm not saying you get over, but you cannot live in your past, right? Because you have to have confronted, gone through it, and now she has gone through that space where she has made it through. Totally understand. That's a different conversation. But what I'm saying is your past is data. Because listen, we have all been in situations. We have all been like, you're taking to the extreme. You're looking at the worst of the worst things that could possibly happen to you. I'm looking at it from just a normal conversation, having accountability to things that have happened to your divorce, right? Being present and understanding that some of those things, you know what, you have to overcome, right? But at the end of the day, it's still data. Because there is something that inside of you that continues to choose those types of people, right? You have to confront it at some point in time, and it's not comfortable. It's hard, but you have to. There is a break that has to happen for you to understand that, you know what, there are accountability of the things that you may not have caused the pain. But there is still some space in which you have to say, I've chosen those types of people, and I need to fix that part of me. Because again, men go through abusive relationships too. It may not be physical. It may not be that, but there's a sense of accountability. Why do I keep choosing these types of women? Why do I keep choosing these types of men? There is data there. So to forget it and to get over it, understand, forget it and get over it, two different things. Forget it and get over it is two different things, bro.
Yeah, but what I'm reflecting, and I get your point. I understand what you're saying. I understand totally that there's certain things that you can ask. There's certain things you can.
If your past triggers you, then it will come up again at some point in time. Because whatever you run from, or whatever you are willing to confront to get through, right, will come up eventually at some point in time. And until you actually have peace with that part, and not from a piece of like letting it go and sweeping under the carpet, sweeping on the rug, there comes a piece that you have to confront.
Right, but what I understand on my, like, I understand your opinion, and I respect it. I respect it totally. My opinion on that is that if something in your past is gonna pop up in our relationship that we're trying to build, guess what? That's something that we're gonna battle together because they came up. You triggered that? I'm gonna step up and be like, yo, I don't want that in my relationship. Let's take that off the page.
Hold on, real quick. Ladies, get out the queue. Get out of the queue, ladies.
We're not letting ladies up, just to let y'all know. Today is a men's panel for all you women that understand. On Fridays, it's all men. It's barbershop talk. We are in a barbershop. We having a men's conversation. It is your job to sit there and listen to our perspective. That's all we ask. You want to come up on here on Monday and Wednesdays when I host the lives and I let all the women up all they want. Matter of fact, I'll do one better. Come Monday, it'll be all women's panel. Bring yourselves. We won't let no men up.
Women's panels on Thursdays. Y'all don't show up. So
that part.
There you go. Now you get an opportunity to have twice in 1 week.
There you go.
Monday and Thursday next week, all women. Show up. If you don't show up, shame on you. And you show up and you try to get up on the panel, I'm going to block.
It'll be your fault. Don't worry about it.
It's always my fault.
Yep, some light-skinned brothers.
I'm telling you, bro, that's what it is.
Somebody gotta take the head, G.
It's the Redbone brothers.
For the team. Someone gotta take it for the team.
So Ford, hold up, Ford, you had a question, right, Ford? You said you had a question.
Yeah, I had a question. So, from a biblical worldview, a biblical lens I have, Scripture says, "Live with a woman according to knowledge." Are we as men assessing and judging and critiquing women based on our own perspectives and how we move instead of how they move? For example, and I'll land with this, a woman will be like, okay, yeah, no, I'm cool with the whole, smacks. Like, no, let's not do that, or I'm not attached. But then y'all have smacks, and now she's attached, and then we're saying she has.
See, why you going there, Ford? You know what, Ford? That was my initial question today, too. That was my.
Is the sex the only time that the attachment is made?
No, they're emotionally attached. And I'm saying, are we basing our critique of them based on our logic and how we move? Are we holding them to our standards of perspective? Because if we are, I feel like that's where the misalignment happens a lot of times. Why we yell, hey, they're delusional, but we're measuring them based on how we perceive the issue.
So Ford, here we are right now. Let's take the example of where we are right now. We literally have set the boundaries and having an all men's panel. There are women that are constantly challenging it, pushing it. Why can't we come up? Why y'all aggressive? Why y'all doing this? Why y'all doing that? It's literally we're setting boundaries and setting standards, but yet they're not respected. You feel me? It's playing out right now.
Right. I get that.
Names. We can call names. We call it delusional. We can call it sassy. We're calling that they're doing all these things. They're not listening. They're doing you're not we've set a boundary. You're consistent. You're trying to step over it.
But Donovan, you just hit it on the nail. They're not listening.
They're not listening. Exactly.
There's a.
But here's the thing, though. I'm sorry, Carter. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Right. There's a problem there that goes back to it just keeps on growing. Where
you hear me, but you're not listening to me.
Right, exactly. Like if
you want to hear, but
Jones, my brother.
I'm listening.
You just said you're going to get a haircut. After that, I'll be back and I'll take you to the mall. Right? She hits you up and she says, hey, what are you doing after the barbershop? Did you not listen to what I just said? After I get a haircut, I'm going to come back and I'm going to take you to the mall. But you didn't listen.
No, it's called selective hearing. They heard what they want to hear. She heard what she wanted to hear. But the sad part about it is you didn't go into full detail. But come on, Ford. I know you wanted to come on.
Okay, so using the example that was just presented, right? If we are who we are as men, using the example we just used, and we control the stage, why does it matter that a woman is requesting up? If they don't have the ability to get up, then it doesn't matter. I said what I said. You don't have access to the platform. So regardless of how you feel or whether or not what you heard, I control the platform. So we're not going to get up regardless of how many times we're in
So as men, I'm just taking the stance of being the leader, being the man, the masculine one. I didn't ask to be a man. I didn't make the rules. I just played the game. So I am who I am. You're not going to make a man move outside of the framework in which he wants to move. So why does it matter?
Exactly.
So
That's what I'm saying though, bro. Is that we've established a boundary. We've established a thing that's been communicated, right? We assumed you had an understanding of that based on what's here, but then you question the boundaries. So it's not but listen, hold on. But we're still standing in that space of that doesn't determine me as being a man. It determines what I said or what I've established. Now, will you respect that? Right? That's the level in which where we are right now is, do you respect what I had just mentioned to you? Right? That's the biggest thing. It's like, because you think what I say can be bent and distorted or manipulated based off of what it is that you want. Because you want to come up here, yes, I hold the trigger and I hold the button to allow you up on here. But that's not this necessarily. What I'm saying is that you're questioning it in the comments. You're questioning it. You're questioning me. You're doing this. Why are you doing that?
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if we take it I take it from a biblical lens. The Bible says after Adam ate the fruit, it says, and her desire will be for him. They're always going to challenge us. That's not nothing new. Here's the thing. It's whether or not I'm going to acknowledge the challenge. I set the boundary. You cross it. You're eliminated. Plain and simple. I'm not going to exert my energy for someone who carries no value in my life anyways to begin with. 100%. If you cross the boundary, then you're in violation. Exactly. And whatever happens on your part.
So here we go. Right back to the main point. When it was expressed that this is not the type of situation that I desire for myself, although you are an attractive individual, that doesn't make me attracted to you. So therefore, hey, I wish you well on your journey and your endeavors. But we're not going to go down.
Exactly. I wish you well.
Okay, let me do this. Let me do this, y'all. Gentlemen, hold on. Give me 1 second. I got a guest up here. This is my brother Ali.
Hey, Ali.
He just joined the panel. He knew the TikTok, y'all. So if anybody don't know this brother right here in the corner, is my brother Ali. Send him a quick follow, please.
Let me follow.
Follow the brother right now. Yo, what up, though? Yo, you live? What's up, brother? Talk to me.
Hey, what's happening, brothers? How y'all doing?
We good. You know what we talking about today?
I heard a little bit. Heard brother talking about Adam and Eve or something.
So here's the discussion. Just because I'm your option, just because I'm your first option, does not mean that you are mine.
Yeah, no doubt.
So what is your thought?
I would think that the feeling got to be mutual. You know, I mean, with today's climate right now, man, it's very uneven on both sides right now. You know, be honest with you. You know, I mean, I think people got false expectations, number one, and they have vain wants from a person. You know, stuff that's unrealistic a lot of times, and you know, a lot of people burn they burn the option like now. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of to me. A lot of men are like turned away from traditional dating because they're turned off by a lot of what a lot of women want, you know, and a lot of women are just right now they're striving, and you got I mean, to be honest with you, got a lot of well-to-do women out here. But they can't seem to find what they want because sometimes I think men nowadays they fake it till they make it.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But here's my question to you. Ali. The question is, why are they looking? Isn't it our job? Isn't it their job for them to be found? But yet they out there looking for something. That's the reason why they can't find what they're looking for, because they're searching. If you want to go biblical.
I mean, they shouldn't be looking. I'm gonna be honest with you, but women
like men, we all have needs. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, if you look at it, like I said, you know, women are looking, and what they're doing nowadays is subtle.
So here's another thing. So I'm gonna ask a question that I wanted to ask originally. So can a man sustain from having sex before marriage?
Of course, he should. Some men, I mean, you know,
Or
but
here's the question. Now, can a man sustain from sex before having marriage, or is no? I'm just gonna leave that part. Is he capable of doing because are we doing it right now? No. A lot of men are out there.
The key word, my brother, is he a man? See, you saying a man? Yes, a man could, right? You know, but then that's the problem. A lot of women, they're not meeting men because, you know, today society is saying that they haven't. We're struggling as a society to really define what a man is.
But that's the problem.
So how would a man know that? Wait.
Hold on, one at a time.
How would a man know that?
Hold on. I want to say this, right? And he can get his question how you know, but I want to say this. The reality to me is we all should be abstaining and trying to live a path of righteousness, right? Okay, that's one.
You said it right. You said yes, he did. Yo, look at God. Look at God. Look at God.
It's me, okay? But what I want to also add to that is I'm wise enough at the age of 45 to know that human beings can only go so long without having their needs met. Meaning what? The chances of finding anybody at the age of, I would say 30 plus, that probably hasn't had one sexual experience is probably slim to none. And understanding that, you just don't want somebody that don't value themselves. I think it's as close as you can get it, because once you start getting into something that you wasn't there for, like trying to dig in somebody's past, I mean, what's your body count and how many sexual partners have you had? It's like, well, are you here for now or are you here for the past? Because no matter what that person tell you, we're supposed to be building what we're trying to get going on. That doesn't mean, you know, hide all skeletons, but your skeleton's that deep. That's not for your partner. That's for a therapist, a psychiatrist, and somebody that can give you the tools that where you can grow from those things that you've been from. Because 1 in 3 women have been raped. 1 in 3. So you can look at women and go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 in 3 women have been raped when they didn't have any control over their bodies and stuff like that. So if you understand the number, you say, all right, you know what? Am I going to help her grow from those things that she experienced without trying to throw her on the doggone barbecue pit like I'm infallible? Or am I going to constantly keep disqualifying somebody because in the name of I got a crystal ball and I can see in your past, and this is why you say this, and this is why you act like that? It's like, well, dang, bro, I mean, what kind of woman is you looking for? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like you know, you got to cut not only her some slack, but yourself some slack. The name of the game is how can we help each other get better? You making it worse by telling me everything I can never be, which is your lady, because of a past that you wasn't there to protect me from. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but on another note, when it comes to what Ali was saying about can a man withhold himself until marriage? So how can a man know that if he ain't ever put himself in a position to where if he ain't ever put himself in that position to withhold himself? How would he know that he ain't ever say, well, I'm gonna go 6 months abstinence or 6 months celibacy? So how will he know that until he?
Hold on, self, man. You was just up here.
That was a good question.
That wasn't a good question.
About taking the buns that was handed to him.
Say it again.
It's the same thing, it's the same thing.
Somebody go get me a cigar, man.
First of all, let me break this down. It's all about self-control. It's more than it's not about self-control, right? Let me say this. If you as a man, knowing that you're waiting for marriage and you want to sustain it's not about self-control, because I have a lot of self-control about doing a lot of things, about drinking, about smoking, about doing drugs, all of that. So at the end of the day, when it comes to me, and it's about structure. I have structure. I have understanding. I have built a foundation within myself that I know for one thing for certain, two things for sure. I'm not going to give myself to anyone but this one woman. Now, until I choose the right woman, I'm going to exercise my rights, not within myself, not to lay down with another woman. With any woman, I'm going to trust in God that He's going to provide the woman for me, and the woman that He provides for me, she has to be on the same wavelength that I'm on. Bottom line, because the saddest part about that is you as a man can walk around and be sustained from sex, but what makes you think that woman is? And at the same time, if you're practicing it, then damn well she better be doing the same thing. Because if she's not, then guess what? She's not for you.
But now I have a question. I have a question, Jones. When someone says the part, well, can you kind of like obtain from having sex before marriage? I mean, I'm sorry. I live in my opinion. I live in the real world where if we going out and we're dating, I'm getting to know you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm structured.
You want that box?
I'm structured in my life. Why I'm structured in my life? I get up in the morning every day at the same time. Gym, hit to work, get out. And guess what? In a relationship, I want that same structure. I want to get to know you. I want to see what you're about. I want to see where this is gonna go. Even though I want it, I can't have it, but I want it. You get what I'm saying?
See, that's not that's the part right there. See, that means in reality, you're still not sustaining because you want something. So you already visualizing getting it. That's one of the main reasons why you want to stay with it, because you have already put that in your mind that I want it. So because I want it, I'm gonna stick with this woman until I get it. It's not good. If you can eliminate that thought from your mind and just say I want her. And no, the host is not delusional. Hold up. First of all, Rem, how am I delusional? You don't even know what you're talking about. You probably lonely. You probably got what? Yeah, exactly. You probably one of them dudes that be spinning. Let me shut up. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you alone because I would go hard on you. And it'd be terrible. But at the end of the day, is this: I'm speaking from a biblical, from a man of God. If you are a man of God, right? Regardless of the fact, your faith, your belief, how you believe, and how you want to move, with sustaining from with being abstinent and not having sex, you're not even thinking about that. When you are with a woman and you with the woman that he has for you, that's not part of your vow. That's not part of your courting. Your mindset is to make this woman, to create something better within you. So guess what you just did? I just got a woman that I don't even look at her sexually. I'm looking. See, I say this, and I'm gonna say it. Sometimes you got men that look into a woman, or they looking at a woman. If I'm looking at you, I'm looking at you sexually. If I'm looking into you, I'm looking at everything inside of you, what I can bring out of you, the beauty that I can bring out of you. It's a different mindset. It's a different way of thinking. Guess what? I'm looking at the beauty in this woman, not the beauty of this woman, because beauty fades, and a woman ain't gonna stay beautiful forever, and you ain't gonna stay handsome forever. But at the end of the day, it's what's inside of the person that matters the most.
Yes, and I totally agree with you what you're saying.
But here's the thing, my brother. To be honest, a lot of us ain't looking inside women. We trying to get inside to see what it feels like, but we really not looking inside. We don't. Here's the thing: we don't want to see we truly don't want to see the value in their women. We just want to see how much they value us.
We're not built that way.
We are built that way. We are built that way. We are built that way. We just listen. Let me tell you. We are built that way, but we just restructure ourselves. A man.
I'm still getting the shape up.
That way because if you look at men, most men are like Jerry. They don't have any kids. They're not married. They don't have a girlfriend. They don't have a side chick. They're not doing a $40 hour. That is most men in general. We are built that way. Even furthermore today, in today's climate and current, men are not even addressing women publicly like that. They're not engaging. So let's not sell any false truths
So you're saying that men are built a certain way that they can, if a woman passes them by and physically they're attractive, we're not gonna look because we're.
You don't have to. You don't. It's not a. You don't have to.
Looking is not the same as pursuing.
Thank you.
Right? No. I agree with you on that one, D. I agree with you on that one. But what I'm saying is, when like for instance, like when most people say, oh well, this woman, I like that woman, I want to be with that woman. I'm gonna give myself that old good 2 months, whatever, trying to get to know her. But ain't no man gonna wait.
Yeah, again, that comes down
6 to a year.
What you talking about?
Wait a minute.
I did.
6
Can
to a
I
year.
say something, please? That comes down to the man himself. When we say there's no man out there, there's plenty of men that are doing it. It's just that they're not getting acknowledged.
Say that again, D. Say that again, D.
There are plenty of men out there doing it. They're not getting acknowledged. Right?
That part.
This is why when you have discussions with women about their ex-boyfriends, it's always highlighting the BS moments. So you'll never tell you about the good time.
Stop it. Let me know when you're ready. Stop it. Let me know.
I'm ready, man.
Okay, let's go.
I'm hearing a whole bunch of okey doke, a whole bunch of fluff.
Uh-oh.
A lot of dudes are not men to take accountability for the crap that they do. So they quicker to say, oh, we're not wired this way. That's okey doke. Where you're not wired to be the leader, where you're not wired to be the head of a household, y'all walking around here abusing women, taking advantage of women, and then you want to complain about, she's this, that, and the third. Scripture says, when I was a child, I thought like a child. When I became a man, I put away childish behaviors. So when are we going to become men of standards? You know doggone well you didn't want that woman to be your wife. You're over here just brother, I listen to everybody.
Hold on. Let the brother speak. Come on, can't stop him.
Go ahead.
See, a lot of us here, man, we just look at women, you want to flip and dip her with no intention of making an honest woman out of her. We just want to, look at her, man, look at her derriere. You know what? I want to flip and dip that one. I want to flip. I was that piece of crap too, man. That doesn't make you a man. It makes you a child. It makes you a child. When you look at a woman, all you think about is flipping and dipping her. You are a child. You are not a man. I was that piece of crap. Now, I don't look at women that way. Now I'm looking for my wife. When I look at her, I want to go ahead and see, hey, does she have the qualities to be my wife? I'm not looking for a girlfriend. And y'all, dating is for flipping and dipping. We should be courting these women. We're not courting women. We're simply here trying to wet up. Oh, I gotta check. What? She's not a vehicle. What is good? What do you think is not going to be good? What the hell you think is not going to be good? That you need to check it out to make. She needs to check you out, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to do better, man, with these women. We must do better because we're in a world now where we're mistreating our women, and that's why we have this vicious cycle. We're not present in the home because guess what? We're just flipping and dipping, having children, and then we walk away. Then we find excuses, to talk this about her, talk that about her, but then we're not accountable. We're not being men. We're not taking responsibilities for our actions. We're so quick to pass the blame. That's what Adam did. The woman you gave me made me eat that. No, sir. Mm-hmm. You were given the directions not to eat the doggone fruit. You chose to eat the fruit when God told you not to eat the fruit. Stop passing the buck. You are the leader. It stops with you. End of story, man. Stop passing the buck. I'm going to land there.
He said what he said. And that's why I love when Stop or Go.
But that's the point of it. That's why I said clearly we're going to highlight a select few. And that's the thing that happens so much. That's what happens on TikTok all the time. It's always highlighting the damning situations. When the fact of the matter is, there's actually more good people out here than you care to even figure out or care to even dream of. But if we talk BS all day everybody's gonna jump on it. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. But then you ask them, have you ever been through it? No. Okay. Oh, I know somebody been through it, but the question was, did you yourself have that experience? Right? We don't highlight people who have had great years of marriage and being honest about, hey, it's not no cakewalk. This is work. We don't have that discussion, right? But we don't highlight qualified couples to come up here and be in front of us. That's why on Sunday, you heard so many men come up, man, it's good to see a couple in the box. We don't highlight that. That's why when we dismiss those who are, I'm to myself. I'm cool with being by myself. We don't want to have that discussion. We want to talk about the so-called dude that did this, the dude that did that. We are so enticed by drama-filled and traumatic discussions. It's disgusting.
Yes.
Super disgusting, brother.
Yes. And you know what, bro? And that's where, I like what Stopper said, and that's all I've been trying to say is we got to take ownership of the things that we're responsible for. We're responsible for, men and women. I often say, it might not, as a leader, it might not be your fault. Her past is not your fault. Her delusion is not your fault. But as leaders, it's our responsibility. And if something hits my desk as a leader, I'm going to address it and correct it and adjust it. I've had opportunities where I've had a woman in my presence and I knew what I was on, and I knew, especially when I was in the streets, I'm gonna say the sidewalk. When I was on the sidewalk, I was somebody who felt that conviction. I had a lady in my presence and I knew what my intentions were. And I felt God like, hey, bro, you're responsible for this. And she was just waiting on me to make the move. And I got convicted to the point where I was like, hey, this is a good night. It's time to go home. And I knew she was like, what the heck? Because I did all the work to get her to the crib. I put in all the work to get her there. And then I had to back out of that because I realized I'm responsible for this woman, even though she's not mine, even though I didn't make her my girl, even though she's agreed to come to my home. I'm responsible. And men have to take the responsibility and do what's right, or else they're going to participate in the plan.
But here, you know what I learned though, real quick, Stopper. I'm sorry. Can I say something real quick? I'm sorry. I got you. Let me say this. This is some real thing. Men are leaders, but you're only supposed to lead the women that you're married to, not someone that you're dating. It is not my responsibility to lead a woman that I'm dating. It's not my responsibility, not one bit. If I'm in a relationship with you, I am not your leader. It is not for. You're not to follow me. This is something that we have to make this very clear to some of your women. We have to separate it. For the simple fact is this: I am leading my wife. I'm not leading a girlfriend. I'm not leading a chick that I'm in a relationship. That is not my responsibility.
See, Velvet, there lies the problem. We're so quick trying to date people, trying to be quote unquote committed relationship. That is not even a thing. That is not biblical, my friend.
Thank you.
So, bro, me smacking you up, me abusing you, taking advantage of you, that is not biblical, right? Like, for instance,
we got you, Donovan. We got you, Donovan.
What Ford was just saying, like, for instance, my ex-wife, I knew exactly who she was. And I can't blame her. I have to take it in the chin because guess what? I knew who she was. I still decided to marry her. I can't now go and complain about her. You know what I'm saying? We don't take the time to collect data about people and learn who they are. So once you are able to ascertain who that person is, then you can make a wiser decision. But we don't do that. We just check. We just going by, oh man, look at them legs, look at the rear end, etc. We're not taking the time out to really learn our partner.
So that therein lies is what I'm saying has been a problem, because I feel like as though some people do take the time to learn their partners, and then even when you start to realize that person is not your person, so then you'll get to like, well, you wasted my time. Well, you did this. Well, you did that. But no, I'm literally taking my time. I'm not. Listen, I look at everything from a standpoint of like, a flower requires time to bloom. a caterpillar that requires time to come out and be a butterfly, right? All those things require time. So when we're talking about these things, and I hear what you're saying, Stopper, and I'm definitely not in violent disagreement with you. But I do have a question when it comes to this, and we're talking about the Bible, when we're talking about biblical times and how things are supposed to be. We are operating in a space that we have never been before. We are navigating in a space with so much divorce, so many people who have children from other people, so many different things. There's so many different types of variables that go into every situation. Every one situation is not going to be the same. So it does require time for all that stuff to be laid out. You need to know all to make an informed decision. You need information.
Okay,
So
that's well said.
Right?
Okay,
Right?
listen
So
to this.
hold on.
Hey,
Let me
brothers, if
finish.
I could, since I'm new to the
Let me
group,
finish.
I got you.
I wanted to ask.
Let me finish.
Let him finish. Ali, let him finish. Let him finish. Ali, he got you. We got you, brother.
So that's all I'm saying is that when we're talking about these times and we're talking about all the things that we should do, we have to understand that we are talking about what's the word I want to use? We are talking about old times into new era, right? Where things are different. Everybody has gone through something. Everybody has experienced a breakup. Everybody has experienced a heartache. Everybody has experienced a child, right? Multiple children. And we're not in a space of where we met somebody, they were 17, 18, and we were raised together. And we go off and live our life together and go off and prosper. But we are going through people where people have had failed relationships after failed relationshiip situations, all these things. So other people are bringing such things into a situation where, for me, right, I've gone through the things. I've gone through the fire. I've forged myself. I've gone through the divorce. I've gone through the parenthood. I've gone through all those things, and I've come out of that a different person. I've come out of this version of Donovan. No one has ever been a part of. No woman has ever seen. So for me to bring that person into my space, it will require time. It will require, I need to know you. I need to know, do you value me? Do you value the things that I've been through? Do you listen to me? Do you hear me or do you listen to me? Are two different things. Because I'm in a space, I am a leader. And y'all need you to follow. And if you're not willing to follow, then you need to move. It's lead, follow, or get the hell out of the way. I'm not playing any games when it comes to this. And when I say that, I don't mean it from a standpoint of like we can't enroll into the possibility of us creating this wonderful relationship as a game, but not in a space of like, yo, I'm not being toyed with. Don't come into my situation thinking you're going to pull something from me. Or don't come into a situation thinking I'm going to fix you. Don't come into a situation thinking I'm going to provide for you because you feel deserving because of all the past trauma that you've had. Don't make that my responsibility. Your responsibility is to go through the things that you've gone through and figure it out. Figure out who you need to be, who's the best version of you need to be, not just for me, but for you. And then when we come together, we are having a clear conversation as to where we want to go and what we want to have. But until then, yes, I am dating. I'm not smashing. I am dating.
And that's what happened when you wear the red cap. You ain't got no red cap on today, Stopper. So we got to put you on.
No, man, I'm sick, man.
We sorry. Listen. You okay? You need some soup?
Hush up. So here's the thing. I agree with most of what you said. Guess what? We are out of order. You cannot expect to find your wife if you are unequally yoked.
Oh, this is what we're doing right now. So, gas stopper, because I'm gonna say something. Let me say something to that point with that unequally yoked thing. The beauty of it is this. You don't have to be equally yoked. You can be unequally yoked to be equally yoked. I'm gonna say that because I'm living proof of that. I'm 100% living proof of that. Me and my wife wasn't equally yoked. We were not. Two opposites. But because we were so unequally yoked that we became equally yoked, because that's where in a marriage, it's where you find that balance. Like I said before, if two are walking in alignment, we may be walking in two different lines in two different ways, but our alignment made the same because it's the things that we started doing to make that thing align. See, you can't walk into something with this person, we're equally yoked. We walking in alignment. No. You have to create your alignment. That's what the work is. We had to create the alignment to get to a point where we're okay. Where it's like, you know what? Because this what makes marriage so beautiful. You get with somebody, you argue, you start figuring out. Because here's where the alignment comes in. If you truly know, if you can deal with some of the most worst things are the harsh things that's going on in that marriage. Leaving the toilet seat up, not taking out the trash, leaving clothes lying around, certain things that you as an individual are willing to put up with. That's become, now you start getting in line with the person that you are married to. So you're actually got to be able to adjust to the person's habits, whether they're good or bad. You got to be able to accept them. And guess what that makes you do? That makes you align with their lifestyle. And that person aligns with yours, and then it becomes an alignment. And then you two create a lifestyle together. So what that does is all the stuff that you once had, you eliminate some of the bad to keep all the good stuff. So there's some things I'm used to doing. Why do you think people change in marriages? Because they're becoming in alignment with each other. They're leaving some of the foolishness, some of the nonsense behind to get in line with the person that they with, to live a comfortable, happy marriage.
All right, so listen to what you have to say, man. Listen to this. The last person
after Brother Aline.
I got you. I'm gonna say this real quick. The last person I dated, okay, we're on two different trajectories. See, right now, I don't want your poo-poo. I'm not trying to flip and dip you. I am kingdom bound, and I look through a kingdom lens. Right. The last person I dated, we're different. She's not a believer. How can two walk together when they don't agree?
But that was your job as a man. See, as the husband. No, since you're going kingdom, right? I'm not going kingdom. If you're going kingdom, here's the thing: if you're walking with Christ, that means your leadership was terrible. Not saying you, I'm just saying. That means if a man, let me rephrase this. If a man is walking in Christ and a woman is not, it is his job to lead her to Christ, which means, guess what? I'm going to pray over this woman day and night. I'm going to constantly pray over her from the time that I wake up to the time that I go to bed. Even when I'm not with her, I'm praying for this woman. And at the same token, I'm going to lead her to Christ, which means that there are certain ways that you can lead a woman if you're leading correctly. That's why they call us leaders. I'm just saying, this is just my thoughts. I could be right, I could be wrong.
Hold up, I'm gonna give you biblical.
Come on.
Okay. Brother King Solomon, the wisest man to ever live, he was led astray because of women. Okay. Brother David was led astray because of women. So
don't stop there. Who else? Don't stop.
Well, we're talking about Abraham.
Who else?
We're talking. So
who else?
Man, hold up, man. Y'all making me lose my thought, man.
Adam.
Yeah, oh yeah. The greatest deception. Now, the problem is we tend to lean on our own understanding, and that's where the problem is. Do you not know the Bible says basic information, basic instruction
before leaving Earth?
Yeah. So whenever we think that, we have it figured out, that's when you fall short. We got to spend some time in the word, man. That is your sword. Spirit of the word, that is your sword. Now, we could think that, man, we got it all figured out, that the devil is a liar. You know what that is? That is a spirit of pride. Whenever you become so prideful, you think like, hey, I got this. I can figure this out. Man, that's when he got you by the nuts.
Let's make this simple, because God is truly just that. The phrase equally yoked originates from biblical scripture, describe the partnership where two people share fundamental values, belief, and life direction, ensuring they pull together rather than against one another.
Never did you say money.
Concept.
Never did you say money. Never did you say jobs.
Nope.
Never did you say education.
Say it again.
Never did you say any of those things? No jobs, no money, no education. That ain't got nothing to do with that.
Not or skin color. All right. But anyway, biblical roots expression comes from 2 Corinthians 6:14. Do not be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. That's what it says. Okay, one of my favorite things, because I'm a country boy, agricultural metaphor. A wooden beam is used between a pair of oxen to enable them to pull a heavy load together. Let me read that one more time. A yoke is a wooden beam to pull heavy objects together. So, ladies and gentlemen, that ox that you see on the right will always be on the right, and that one that's on the left will always be on the left, which means the one on the right, that's its strong suit. The one on the left, that's its strong suit. Therefore, where I'm weak, she is strong.
Sounds like everybody.
I want to say something though.
because everybody not a Christian. So at the end of the day, I mean, I know everybody don't agree with what I say, and it's perfectly fine.
It's your opinion.
But I feel like when the dude got to quote a Bible scripture or Surah Al-Quran or something from Buddha, I think he's running out of ways to talk to his lady.
Yeah. Cherry said, let's go. No, listen, you got to hear the man out. Give him the floor. Give the man the floor. Come on, Cherry. Say it. Say what you got to say, bro. Say what your whole chest. Come on.
Like, okay, no matter how many scriptures you quote, how many surahs out the Quran you quote, Jesus said, and all of that, your daddy said, I didn't make sure my lady doing what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, she ain't with Jesus, she with me. You know what I'm saying? Jesus ain't the one's gonna go downstairs. If a loud thud hit the door, it's gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. Now that don't, because I don't like people trying to weaponize. Yeah, but God said, okay, but I'm saying what I'm saying though. Wait. Hold up. I'm almost done. Let me go.
Let him say what he got to say, brother. Let him say what he got to say. Come on.
Please and thank you. What I'm trying to say is, I'm here with you in the physical form. By the time I got to remind you of what God said, I ran out of words. You ain't listening. I'm trying to search you with a book now. I need you to be down like a Cadillac with 4 flats when things that we said that we down for each other for. Because guess what? We all sin all the time. Whether you curse, whether you said a curse word today, whether you woke up and didn't pray this morning or didn't say your prayers last night, you are fallible as a person. Right. Like no matter what. Right. So I'm not saying that was your intent, but something I noticed, one of the biggest gripes, especially with black people, is what God was saying. And I said, well, I said to somebody, well, he said that to me, he said to you, and this is what I'm saying to you. Because you can't assert me with God saying to you, because God talked to me, and God told me that I need to keep standing on my square about who I am as a man and make sure you honoring that. And I said that it shouldn't take the power of God to listen to me that much. You should want to listen to me. I shouldn't have to assert dominance in the conversation with what you should be and could be. You're supposed to be who you said you was and building a bond between us. And yes, hopefully God is in between that. But when people start losing their religion like they do, because I ain't never seen God stop a person, male or female, from their desires. You know what I'm saying? Like, you believe God, but you ain't put the cigarettes down. You believe in God, and you ain't taking care of your health properly.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Is that another form of disrespecting God when it comes to oneself? So I'm just not a fan. I'll hear that. I will hear that with an individual. Don't think I heard it, but then I got to look at you and be like, you ain't no prophet. Look at it like you ain't nobody. Wow. You tell me what God said.
Oh, look.
God said a lot of stuff.
Hold on. Time out. Hold on, gentlemen, please give me 1 second. Fellas, hold up, gentlemen, please. Respectfully.
We're talking.
Hold on. Gentlemen,
talking to women.
let me say this.
Go ahead.
All right, Purgatory, I gotta remove you. All right. So here's the thing. Let me say this. Respectfully, we are here on an opinion-based live. That man's opinion is his opinion. I can't sit here and get mad if that's how he truly feels. That's why I'm sitting here laughing. Like, say what you got to say. We men, and it's the barbershop, right? So this is what men do in the barbershop. We're going to agree to disagree. As long as we conduct ourselves as adults, I'm all for it. I don't care what you got to say. I'm all for it. As long as we conducting ourselves as adults, and the brother believe what he want to believe, that's on him. We cannot condemn a man.
We're not even addressing that.
Right. So let me do this. So I got brother Wisdom that want to speak.
So
Wisdom, and then I'm gonna go to Ali.
The situation is, we're talking about men addressing men, not men addressing women in the factor like, oh, I'm going to you telling you like, oh, God said this, or you gonna get struck down. No, brother, you're supposed to be the stronger entity in the situation. So where are you getting your strength from? It's just a reminder to the brother, not the woman, because clear as day, we saw what happened time and time again. I'm gonna be transparent. My homegirl called me about 3 a.m. a few years back. And I had a discussion with her, Cherry, and I said, if you really want to see an example of really what generational curses are, I want you to look at the Bible and then look at the world in real time. And I want you to understand every man's downfall was a woman. I said, start with Adam and go from there. She calls me 3 days later. She's like, you messed my head up because I've been in this thing and I've been deep diving. She said, I went to a point where I started searching criminal histories of men and why they were in there. Come to find out that 80% of men that are locked up, that are supposed to be locked up, are locked up behind a woman. Then this is what she proceeded to tell me. This is when I found out my coochie wasn't it. Because ain't no man even had an argument behind me. She said, ain't nobody went and stole no watches. Ain't nobody broke into no cars. Ain't nobody had no fist fights. Ain't nobody did nothing. She said, I got regular cooch. I fell out laughing. She said, whatever they had or whatever you got going on is different. But what they found when she found, she's like, I cannot argue against the point of every man's downfall being a woman. Because of that, we have this instruction. We got this brotherhood right here that we got going on. We got the word that we could go ahead and refer to, right? We got the constant reminders of, hey, bro, you better than that, right? Like, had Adam known what his real reason was being there, he probably would have checked Eve. Where'd you get this from? What's up with you? You good? You cool? You of sound mind today? Probably not. I ain't introduced you to no serpent. I introduced you to elephants, giraffes, lions, and alligators, and all this other stuff. Where did you get going having this discussion with this thing I never introduced you to? But that's not what that was Adam's fault. Like my brother said, because when he got to the point and he found out he was before God, and he said, it's this woman you gave me. He said, oh, word? This what we doing today? Wait a minute. I ain't mean it like that. But so instead of, because we don't have that excuse no more. We can't go and say, God, this is the woman you gave me. It's the position we put ourselves in. And this is why we got to go back to the word.
So the thing I say is this. Matter of fact, let me do this because Wisdom wanted to speak.
Can I say something?
Bro, right, really though, bro. I appreciate you, but can I get in with you? I appreciate you, Ken Folk. First of all, greetings to everybody, Brother Jones, Brother D, Brother Cherry, stop all y'all men of the panel. And I was behind Brother Aleem. He came up first. So I'm going to yield to Brother Aleem, but then I appreciate joining the conversation. Brother Aleem, you got it, bro.
Okay, come on, Ali.
Oh, man, thank you, brother. I messed with my man. What's the brother? Donovan? I can't see the name.
Donovan.
And Brother Cherry and the brother that comes from the Bible. I agree with you, brother, with the T, with the Texas hat on. And I agree with all y'all brothers, because I wanted to get everybody's age, but there's too many on there to be asking. But I'm 59, so I done been through some things, And I remember we came up in the era where conquering women was the thing. The body count. You know what I mean? And so, life in the 70s was very sexualized. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in the 70s, partying and stuff like that, where women basically was at a time where they were partying, where in the 60s, they still wore long dresses, they still respected themselves, stuff like that. Drug era came and all of that. So now when we talking about the Bible and we bring Bible into it and you talk about teaching a woman or leading a woman, you got to remember that is a very heavy weight, very heavy, because some women you approach women, and I found this to be the case. A lot of men talk about Bible and quote scripture, and as soon as a woman see them file up, she hit them, because you talk it but you don't walk it, and as soon as you don't walk it, it's like a deal breaker with her inside of her spirit. You see what I'm saying? So if you're going to talk Bible, you got to live it. If you're going to talk Quran, you have to live it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I agree with my brother up there, Cherry, man. Life is real out here in the battlefield, brother. If if you dating, and let's be real, brothers, ain't like we men. We done been out there. You ain't got to sleep with all the women, but there's been women that and she know that y'all gonna sleep together.
Hey, don't put my business on the strip. Don't.
You follow what I'm saying? So that's the real thing that happens. Men have needs, and so do they, especially in today's society. Do you want to, like at my age now? Nah, brother, I'm not looking to sleep with nobody. I'm really just I'm not even looking. I just want God to give me the woman that's for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'll let him choose, because I'm gonna be honest with you, brothers. I don't know how to pick a woman, because I know the women that I pick ain't for me.
At least you know. At least you honest, and all your hoes is honest. But let me say something to y'all real quick. Something that came to my mind, and I'm gonna go to wisdom. Here's the thing that we have to understand, right? I'm gonna say this, and I don't care. It's my thoughts. If you are a man or a woman of God, there's no need for me to announce it. My light should shine. I should not have to tell people what I am and who I am. It is not my position. If you can't figure it out, then guess what? Then that's on you. Then that means that you don't see the God in me, that I claim is in me, that I claim that I'm following, that I claim that I'm doing. I shouldn't. And this is the thing that we have to stop doing this. This is who I am. I'm this. I'm that. I know who I am. If you don't know who I am, I don't have to sit here and tell you who I am. If you can't look at me and tell whether I'm a man of God, whether I'm a thug, whether I'm this or that, then that's on you. That means you don't have no discernment. Period. Because I know who I am. If I can look at a person and be like, nah, she ain't no good, then guess what? I made a right decision on not talking to that woman. And sometimes women don't even understand it about men. They can look at a man, oh, he looks good because he got a 3-piece suit on, because he got a briefcase, because he's driving a Mercedes, because he got a $3,000 watch, or whatever the case may be. You judging the core of that man. You ain't judging him. You looking at all the things that he have. And same thing with men. Yo, shorty got a fatty. Her hair look good. Her nails looking right. Damn, look at how she walking. Her outfit looking good. Her toes is busting. She got the red bottoms on. Oh, she's the shit. No, she ain't. No, she is not. And because I have to sit there and tell you I'm a man of God, which to me, I'm false advertisement. I am false advertisement, the word of God. If I got to sit there and quote biblics to you, then I'm still wrong. I'm keeping it a buck. And I agree with what you're saying, Cherry. As a man, at the end of the day, if I'm speaking to a woman that God has for me, then guess what? What he said, God don't put no woman in front of you. You got to go find your wife. Seek. What he said, a man.
Sir, can I speak?
Hold on, I got you, brother. I got you. I got you. Stop it. Just give me a second. Let me get this off my chest. The thing people got to understand is this: you go find a wife. He didn't tell you I'm going to place a woman in front of you and that's your wife. If that's the case, we all be married with the right women. But this is the reason why we go out and searching for. This is the reason why we go out and start searching for women after women after woman after woman until we find the right one. You know why we don't find the right one? Because we're not praying. Number one, we're not praying over ourselves to have the right mind to find the right woman for me. But Lord, I just want a woman like this. No, I need the right woman, Lord. You got to have the right prayer. Sometimes we praying, but we ain't even got the correct prayers. Sometimes we reading the word, but we ain't reading it correctly. Y'all gotta stop playing. Y'all gotta stop playing. If you're gonna speak on the speaker for real, like I'm walking. If I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna walk correct. If I'm gonna go astray, Lord, I'm going astray. I need you to get me back on path because I don't know where the path is. I lost my way. The same thing when it comes to us with women. A lot of us, we lose our way when it comes to these women, and we don't realize it. So now we want to turn to the word, but the word of God says this. It says this, but here's the thing. Just because that's what this says does not mean it's resonating in here, and I'm bringing it out correctly. Because sometimes I can get the word and still bring it out wrong. So we got to be careful when it comes to using the word of God. And there's no disrespect to nobody that's living their life that way. I have no heaven and hell to put you in. All I'm saying is if you're going to do it, make sure that you're praying correctly. Check your prayers. Because sometimes we reiterate all our prayers. We keep saying the same thing over and over and getting the same results. Nothing.
Where do I send the offering at, bro?
Wisdom, you want to
Is it on me yet?
Come on, you got something to say, Wisdom.
Man.
Then I'm gonna go to stop it.
A whole lot. I'm gonna be as short as I can. Like I said, what's up, Brother Jones, Brother D, Brother Cherry? I'm trying not to be disrespectful in my say. There's two things basically. I hear so many unfortunate errors in the conversation, but I'm know what? I ain't even gonna do it today. I'm gonna stick to the leadership. I'm not even gonna get into the whole.
There's your offering plate
conversation
right
of the
there, y'all.
religion
Y'all see
and
the
all.
gift
That's
goal?
just-
Reach my gift goal. That's the offering plate. But go ahead,
That's
brother.
crazy right now. Yeah, it's a whole lot of y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna cap. Most of y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. But I'm gonna keep to the leadership part because that's better off in the conversation before I be disrespectful. Because what I'm gonna say to you is historical. What I'm gonna say to you is written. What I'm gonna tell you is in a book you can look for yourself. Most of the problem is that this comes from an unbalanced conversation about us in relation to our women. And that is problematic. And this is why there's a lot of struggle and conflict because the balance, as Brother D was trying to eloquate to, is unequal. So you use the word yoke to try to have a conversation about how to move step in step and to move in the same direction at the same time. Good analogy. Now, I'm going to stick to leadership and I'm going to land so that the brothers can conversate. Leadership is for any living being who chooses to learn it. It's a skill. So if you think that you was born to do it, then why aren't you doing it so well? Who taught you? Who approved it? Where'd you get it from? And so the thing about just saying you were born to do it, what you waiting on? Who values that? Who approved that? Who said you doing it? So the thing about it and saying that she can't or she is not or she has not or she will not, when you leave your house, is it leaderless? The wild conversation I'm hearing about it, and it's kind of disappointing to a certain point, is not respecting the ideology that you are a leader. You are a part of a group that there is leadership in and within. And if you don't see that comes from your partnership, again, should you leave or should you be removed? And you're saying that the leadership is within you and only you, you have you've done yourself a disservice and you have not studied what you thought you studied. You don't know a thing about what you're talking about. Because what I'm saying to you again can be proven beyond your life, before you, after you, and it don't change simply because you don't agree. What I'm talking about has nothing to do with your feelings. Don't really care. What I'm telling you is what's written down. And it was written before you started talking about it. Now that you're talking about it, you should have looked into it before you started talking about it. So I'm telling you this. Leadership, again, is a learnable skill by those who choose to do so. And thinking that you're the only one who has command over it, this conversation is dead. I'm out.
And wisdom spoke. Stopper, you got the floor, my brother, respectfully.
Man, I even forgot what the heck I was gonna say. But
because we love you, Stopper. You know I love you, man.
Let the Lord lead you, Stopper.
That's right. Let him lead you.
Man, I'm not feeling love for none of you suckers right now. I'm sick and I'm out. I'm not feeling love from none of you. None of y'all call to check up on me.
We didn't know you were sick, chump. And you know what? Yo, you know what? Send me $20.
No, I've been waiting on the $40, and I've been waiting on my book to get over here. Nothing.
Ooh, don't. Hold up.
I got mine.
Hold up.
I saw that.
Did you order one, sir?
Oh, sir, you told me you had one, sir. I ordered one. Call that.
I ordered one.
Hey, Ford here. Ford not here. Ford ordered one.
Ford ordered one too. We got our, and I ordered mine this morning. I got my order in, and
Hey, Vita, you in here? Did you order one?
All right. So here it is.
I guess the love is back. Okay, thank
Here
you.
it is. I hear a lot of okie doke again, a lot of fluff. A lot of people love to talk crap because they want to change narrative to fit their propaganda. At the end of the day, that's what it is.
Just say what you gotta say, man.
Stop it. Slow stroking.
Hey, don't be slow stroking. No, I don't slow stroke me. I'm a man.
What the hell is wrong with this brother today, man?
What you wanted hard? That's wild work.
I chose violence.
Now, when I was doing my filth, y'all know my story. You know, I was doing 2-3 women a day. 2-3 women a day. Not proud of it. There's nothing good about that. We like to say this, that, and the third on religion. I don't walk around telling people what I think or how I feel. They see it. When a woman comes into your presence, she automatically feels who you are. She's either going to be submissive or she's going to take you for a joke. A lot of y'all walking around throwing your money at them, trying to buy them because you're broke. When you are broke, lead with money. Now, that was a nice gift. Now, we like to say things here, say this, that. Oh, you know, religion. Are we not called to be imitators of him? If you're trying to become a doctor, right now, there goes that word again, discernment. We don't even know what that word means. You cannot have discernment unless you have a relationship with God. Simple. Discernment only derives from an intimate relationship with God. So, how are you to discern something when you don't hear his voice? A lot of y'all walk around talking about God said this, God, I heard. No, it's a lie. It's a lie. You're full of it. Okie doke. It's a lot of fluff. Let's stop with it. Now, let's stop changing narrative to fit propaganda. You are called to be a man. You are called to lead. Now, it's not biblical. You are the head, she's the neck. Stop making mockery out of these women. And a lot of us are so weak, we'll lie to these women just so we could get the poo-poo. Just so we could get the poo-poo. Oh, girl, I'm going to do this. Man, come on. Come on. What is your measuring tape? What do you go by? What makes you you? What makes you a man? Not your money, not your job. What makes you you? I'll end there.
So I know the clocks came up, but let me do this. I got to go to Dr. Roy real quick because he just came in. Good morning, Dr. Sims. Welcome in, my brother.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. I think one of the things that I just wanted to say is when you mentioned about the prayer, I think if we don't take our time to actually know self before we start praying, I think it's really important to understand what it is that we're really looking for before we start the prayer. And I think we don't take out that time. We see a woman, we see the symmetry, the golden ratio, we see the face, we see how good she looks, and we want her, and we'll get on our knees and pray for a woman. But are we really taking our time to find out what kind of woman we really want before we pray? And I think that's the first step. The first step is knowing self, and what are you really looking for? What exactly are you really looking for? Yeah, you could pray that, bring me a woman, but is it the woman? Who are you asking for when you actually pray? Until you actually take out time and know self and know exactly what you want. So then you take that time to pray. That's all.
Well, let me say this. First of all, I want to thank. It's that time. I'm sorry. The clocks come up at 12:30 today. I've been on for a 3-hour segment. Normally it's at 10:30, but I went a little early this morning. Let me say this to my brothers. Thank you for Barbershop Talk today. This topic was brought to you by me because I was in my feelings this morning and I had to talk about some stuff and I wanted to say it. I ain't gonna lie, it started yesterday when I did my rant. I did my little afternoon rant yesterday, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to continue this morning. So if anybody felt any kind of way today, guess what? If it felt it was about you, then it was about you. If it wasn't, if it don't apply, let it fly. To the people that pulled up in the live, we have 400 amazing, beautiful people still in the live this morning. Thank y'all again for joining us, brothers, on this Friday morning. Y'all could have been any place in the world, but you were here with us, so we truly appreciate y'all. We got to 259 likes, 260K, making moves. I'm still trying to touch I'm trying to reach my gift goal. For those, if you want to send your last little gifts to me, I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed the live, please put a 1 in the comment. If you didn't enjoy the live, put a 0. But we will be back. We do this every Friday. Us, me, the gentleman, my brother. Today was Red Hat Friday. To all the brothers with the red hats on, we appreciate y'all pulling up. And then my brother, of course, with the Indians cap, Mr. Cherry pulled up. I'm glad my brother pulled up. For real, for real. We need to listen. This is what we need. We need to see more brothers like this coming live, saying the things that need to be said without no filter. And guess what? We at the barbershop, and all our opinions matter. But to me, you know who matters the most to me? All of you guys in the comments. To all you men and women that was in the comments today, thank y'all so much. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for gifting the platform. Thank you for gifting the panel. Thank you for even for your comments. I truly appreciate y'all because, like I said, without me, there is no you. Well, without you, let me rephrase that. There is no me. You guys are the ones that make these lives important, and you made this Friday important to us. Just to let you know, me and the missus, we will not be going live this Sunday because we will be out of town. Maybe not. It all depends on how she feels. Not about how I feel, how she feels. But for the most part, I will be back Monday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and on Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Yes, I'm speaking it into existence because I'm looking forward to coming back. And of course, always look forward to these Fridays with the brothers because it's what we do. I love each and every one of y'all. If anybody got any closing they want to say real quick, let me make a 2-3 second closing respectfully. It's all good. And I see that Stopper is looking for the red hat.
Hey, I just want to say thank you so much, brothers, for letting me up. So I appreciate it.
Oh, listen, you're more than welcome, man. And for all the brothers that was come on, Cherry, what you gotta say, brother?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to fastly say thank you. I mean, shout out to y'all, and I want to say it's to everybody. The only love you can really be certain of is the love that you give, because you never know why somebody's saying they love you or doing things in the name of love. Only God can read a man or woman's heart for what's truly in it. So the only love you should be concerned about is the love you give. Are you doing it so people can praise you, or are you doing it for the love of God? That's want to end it right there. Thank you for having me up here, bro.
You already know, my brother. Appreciate you, man.
Behind Brother Cherry too, right quick, since I was late to class.
Come on.
I'm gonna say this to those who listen, those who still around. Learn leadership. All right. Stop talking about it and start learning about it. Get you a book, a seminar, a video, conversation with a mentor, something. Stop talking about it. If you haven't learned it, if you haven't been approved by it, if nobody is saying that yes, they like what you do or what you don't do, and you can't show nobody where you've used this leadership at, stop talking about it. Stop saying you're something that you have no clue on how to be, and stop disrespecting others as if they can't do the exact same thing as you. Our women are as capable as we are. Our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, our grannies are capable in leadership as a man is and always will be, because it is a learned skill. So take that with you and put it in your pipe and smoke it.
He said what he said. Brother Wisdom, always a pleasure having you up here, man. You know I love you, man. I appreciate you always.
Can I make a suggestion to brothers that's still in the page?
You can see
the book that I'm working on is called The Way of the Superior Man.
Hey, time out. First of all, let me explain something to you. What we don't do self-promotion in my house.
I think it ain't my book. He's reading the book. I said I'm reading the book.
So then go read.
That's a very good book. So it's just suggesting, because I'm just piggybacking off of what the brother said about leading, about about reading and stuff like that, about leadership. It is a learned skill. Some people just naturally have it. But there's stuff out here that you can learn. I just was given a nice book for the brothers to dabble into.
It's the way you said it that threw it off. You said I'm working on it.
Yeah, you say you're working on a book. I'm like, come on. Hey, yo, Mittens. Hey, yo, first of all, now let me let y'all know, this is my man. What's my name, yo? What you call me?
Mittens.
He called me Mittens.
So the book that I'm suggesting is the book that Nipsey Hussle read a couple of weeks before he had died, and he was promoting that book.
Okay, well, we got to stay on the live, but I got you, brother. Yo, Ali, I appreciate you, man.
Have a good day, man.
I'm gonna hit you.
All right.
Yo, real quick, I'm about to get up out of here. I got to secure my truck, but I just wanted to say it's always an honor to be invited on your stage. I don't take those things lightly, and I really appreciate you. What my biggest foundational principle is identity, your identity in Christ. And I think once you find your identity, you can minimize and mitigate some of the issues and emotional baggage and trauma that we go through. So I just say this: He that begun a good work in you shall continue to perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. Keep working on yourself. Keep finding your purpose. Keep building your identity, and God will give you the desires of your heart. Salutations, sir.
Salutations to you as well, my brother. You know we already love you. My brown brother in the building. All right, where Donovan at?
Man, he just started stopper, man. You been here. He's like, you ain't brown no more.
Donovan, that little bro, I ain't even get a chance. Thank you, brown brother. First of all, he was sick, and I ain't got time until I ain't got no love for y'all. He just came out. I don't love y'all no more. I'm like, oh, hell to the none.
But wait a minute. Who sounds like that, sir?
You, that's what you said. Did he not? Awesome. Did he not say, I don't love y'all no more?
Yeah. Look here, man. I love y'all.
Thank you.
Brothers.
Thank you.
It's the four horsemen.
Clock it. Clock it. Yo, you know I gotta do that's my joint. Now clock it.
I apologize for getting here so late.
Better late than never.
That was another great show you had. We're gonna talk about it when we get off here.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you do. Again, y'all know my hot posture, right? We got to do these things when it's kingdom bound. That's the purpose of it all. Because if it's not kingdom bound, then what's the point? What's the point?
You heard the accent, right? You came with the accent real quick. I heard that. You got slick with it. Why you trying to sneak that in there? Not kingdom bound, but a bomba clock. You better, hold on, let me get this picture real quick. You better pose. I need to. All right, I got it. We good.
How you gonna take a picture?
You know what, Stopper? You know what?
iPhone is failing you, bro. What's going on?
No.
Bro, this is how you take a screenshot, my G.
Don't hate on my phone.
Wilma, what did he say again?
I think it's the Raiders that messed it up.
Yeah, it probably did. But just to let you know, y'all better listen, ladies and gentlemen. Get the. This is what you call flavor. This wasn't even designed. It just happened.
Yeah, the four horsemen. Yeah,
in our Macadocious.
Hey, guess what? I'm gonna be up top soon, baby. Yeah,
I didn't kick you, bro. You left.
Huh? Where you going?
Ford said I kicked him off the stage. My hands are here, bro.
Huh? Don't look at me. Oh, you got a red hat. So then why you ain't down? Why you ain't say something? You tell me you gotta go get your truck together. Where your red hat? Put your red hat on.
Step down, not us.
Where's your red hat at, man?
Oh yeah, it's red hat. I told you it's Red Hat Fridays. So
that's right.
Next week we're gonna come again. Next week is Red Hat Friday.
My own brother blamed me for something I ain't.
But look, Stopper got all the
hats. Do next week? Which color you want to do next week? Because I got them.
We're gonna do green next week.
I bet.
All green.
We're here with it.
Yeah. Any kind of green fitted. We're going green next week.
We're here with it. Let's do it.
We didn't even try to do this though.
We didn't really. It just happened.
I came on, and Velvet came on. Velvet had his on. I had mine on. I was sitting down, and when I saw the invite, and I just had my hat on, and then D1 got his, and then everybody got this. Hey man,
yeah, it just happened. It's cool. It's like you got to coordinate. But listen, fellas,
y'all made me leave work to come out here and get my red hat. Now I got to go back to work.
Why you out there trying to flex? I see a little shoulder muscle. Look at you trying to show a little son. Yo, get your boy. Nah, listen. I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna be real. That group, the way it's called Critical Thinkers, I don't think there's no men on this platform thinking the way that we thinking, and that's why I appreciate y'all. Real talk. I can say this. This is not something that was put together. This was definitely God's plan for us to come together the way that we are. Real talk.
No doubt.
Real talk. And I don't think that there's no man that's going to break this. This is to me. Is a true bond. It's a true blessing to be with men and to be looked at as just who I am and to be accepted for who I am. And that's why I accept y'all for who y'all are. And the fact that I could pick up the phone and call y'all anytime and just talk smack. Yo, that's the business talk. Like, yo, what?
Hey, let's keep it real. Then I called y'all the other day when I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Because you see, that's iron sharpening iron, man, because I felt this big. I really felt this big. And you talk life into, well, all three of y'all talk life into. Except for Donovan, you know, them light skinned dudes.
Yeah, I don't even listen. I'll be like, man, stop the bull. Stop the fluff.
That's Donovan for you. He'll definitely be like, listen, no.
Go get the book. That's all I gotta say is go get the book.
Get the buck. Get the buck.
Get the buck.
I'm getting the book.
Get the buck.
Oh yeah, real quick, yo. While we here, before we go, yeah, I know we got to do that thing. Listen, go ahead to DonovanGasper.com and get your book.
Yeah.
Go make your purchase.
Links in my bio.
It's in his bio, but I got mad this morning. I told Don, I said, I had to call him. I'm like, yo, listen to the story. So I'm over here. I'm trying to do it. Yo, I was tight, son. Yo, I told him, I said, yo, I said, yo, I'm a mess. I said, yo, this. He said, what? You ain't.
I'll fix it. I'll take care of it. All right. I'm just saying. I'll cash up you. You just send me the book. I'll give you my address. I got you. I'm like, all right, man. I know you got me, bro. I'm like, we good.
Yo, I told him straight up, I was tight. I'm like, yo, what's the matter with this Jones, son? Don't even work. Like, get out of here. He's like, yo, you ain't. He's like,
I got it. It just ain't doing it right.
yeah.
I gotta fix it. I'm gonna look at it today.
Nah, once I seen it went through, I was like, listen, as long as the payment go through, it went through.